in, girls. Come on in. We're going to have a wig party, spend some time together, get caught up. I don't know what it is, but there's like a shadow that keeps looking like there's a big bruise or something on my forehead. Hopefully I can just see it on my end and you guys can't see it, but I keep catching a reflection of myself. I don't know. Maybe it's a shadow from the hair. Who knows? Hello, Linda and Tully and Lynn. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Betsy. Hi, Lori. Hello, hello. Hi, Jill. That's right. Guess who's back in town? And I was trying to be very, very prompt tonight, but I don't know if it's going to be a full moon or something. My dogs are literally sitting outside my bedroom door howling like there's an intruder in my home. Right as I'm getting ready to start this video, it's like, I don't know what in the heck they're barking at. But it wasn't barking. It was like, hoo, howling. Who knows? I missed you girls too. Hello, Patricia. Hi, Cassandra. Hello, hello. Hi, Tammy and Lisa and Wendy and Kelly. Hello, girls. You got your matching shirt? I just wanted to be like comfortable and cozy today. I did have shorts on, but although it's 81 degrees in my house, I was cold. Like I had goosebumps. Although I'm sure once we get moving in and grooving in here, I'll probably wish that I would have worn the shorts, but I had to stick with the jeans for this evening. Hi, Tracy. Hey, Chimber. Hold on. Let me shut that off. Hello, hello, girls. Come on in, girls. We have new wigs tonight, new colors, all of the things. Can you girls see that dark spot that's right here? Do I all of a sudden have a Harry Potter scar on my forehead, or is that just a shadow from that piece of hair? Who knows? Oh my goodness. Maybe it's just been so long. It's been like 5 days since I've been on a live video that I don't remember what I look like on the camera anymore. You love my wig. Which is it? This is Burbank in the color Cafe Mocha. This one is out of stock, but I believe we have a Burbank in Cool Opal in stock, and we also have some in my favorite color, Cocoa Bean. So I'll get those linked up for you girls. It's glitchy. Okay. Hopefully the glitching will stop. If not, we'll restart the video before we get into any wigs. Let me get it pulled up over here on my phone. We can't be dealing with glitching tonight. Hello, Teresa. Hello, ladies. Hello, hello. Let me link up the Burbanks. Like I said, we do have one in stock in Cool Opal, and then we have 3 in stock in the color Cocoa Bean. Girls, you know in my over 6 years of wearing wigs that Burbank is my absolute favorite style, and Cocoa Bean is my absolute favorite color. Of all the color of wigs that I have tried on and I have worn, it is like my #1. It is one of the hand-tied wigs, but it's a new hand-tied cat construction, so the price is a little bit cheaper, like $80, $90 cheaper than a traditional hand-tied wig. You can part her anywhere that you want. She's heat-friendly. Now, I have not put any heat on this wig. I did notice earlier that she needs brushed out in the back because I've been wearing her for the last couple of days. But oh my gosh, you absolutely cannot go wrong with the Burbank. And as a matter of fact, my new wig that I got tonight, she's a little bit curlier than what I typically would wear, like beauty pageant curls. But my visions for the bones of the wig I got this evening is to curl it like Burbank. I can't wait for you girls to see her. But if you don't want to have to curl or restyle a wig to Burbank, grab either the Cool Opal or the Cocoa Bean. I swear to you, I doubt that there is anybody who has ever got Burbank and returned it. They were like, I don't like this wig. She is fantastic. Hello, Teresa. Drinking a strawberry banana protein shake. Oh, strawberries just sounds delish. Hello, Stormy. Hello, hello. Hi, Joe. Thank you for sharing. All right, girls. How's the glitching doing? It looks okay on my end for right now. But if we have to restart it in the beginning, I would absolutely rather restart in the beginning than wait until we get into it and then just be like, this is crap. We got to start over. Hello, Shelly. Your color and hairstyle in the 80s. I just did like a little pony right there. You know I like my ponies to kind of stick up and be unruly. And then, of course, for me, like, yes, she does need brush, but I don't like to brush my wigs all that often because the more it needs brush, the bigger it gets, and I just love it so much. It looks good? Okay, perfect. I just watched the end of the Masters. Oh, golf is on today. My husband had four or five softball games today, so he's getting ready to start his last game of the day. So our TV's been off all day long. My husband will watch any sport on TV, but it's been so quiet in the house because he's been at work all day, and usually he just keeps the TV on for background noise. Oh, Also, today is Juliana's last day of being 13. My baby's going to be 14 years old tomorrow. I do not even feel old enough to have a 14-year-old. You love ponies. It looks like we're glitching again. Girls, let me know if we should restart right now. That way we're not dealing with this, hopefully, the whole entire time. It is getting ready to storm here, but sometimes I feel like when it starts glitching in the beginning, that it's going to glitch the whole entire time. So I'm feeling like we should restart. Let me know what you think. Elizabeth, yes, I still follow a keto way of eating. Shelly says restart. I agree. Facebook girls, you stay on here. App girls, my VMB app girls, I'm going to restart the video. I'll like restart my internet really quickly and then we'll get back into it, okay? So hold tight. Give me like 3 minutes or so and I'll be back, okay? Facebook, you don't go anywhere. All right, girls on Facebook, give me just a minute here so that I can get everything restarted. And we'll try it again. Let me restart my phone. Give me just a minute to restart it. Turn that down. We'll close that completely out. All right. Let's wait for that to come back up. I'm also going to clean my screen off. Not that that would cause it to glitch, but you know what I mean? While we're waiting for it to restart, we may as well clean off the screen too. How have my Facebook girlies been doing? I've been so busy the last 3 days redoing wigs. My arm is literally sore. Like my arm and neck are sore from curling them. I think I did 9 or 10 wigs the last 3 days. It was a lot. All right, let's get this started up again. Let's try it. Working on connecting to the internet. Get to my settings. All right, Wi-Fi is up and running. Sometimes people say if you turn it on airplane mode and then turn it back off, that helps too. I don't know whether it does or not, but I'll try it. I'll try anything. Okay. Let's get this all set back up. Hello, Marilyn. Hi, Sally. Hi, girls. Anyhow, I guess while I'm getting this started up, I'll go ahead and tell you girls my usual thing. Download the Velvet Noir Boutique app. Watch the live video over there. It's so much easier to watch and better to watch over there on the app. Plus, you can comment over there. I will actually see your comments where Facebook does not always show me the comments, especially the longer the video gets. I swear the less and less comments it shows. If you don't want to download the app or can't download the app and you still want to shop, you can click on the link I have pinned down below, velvetnoirboutique.com. And you girls that are on Facebook right now can just share the live video out directly from where you're at on my Get It Girl page. All right, let's do some copying and pasting. And fingers crossed that the glitching stops. It's so frustrating trying to do a video where it just wants to glitch and glitch and glitch the whole time. Okay, let's try this again. Hello, Jeannie. The app is awesome, especially whenever I have shirts on like this, girls, that has words on it, because for you on Facebook, it's backwards and you can't always read what it says, but if you watch the video on the VMB app, It's not mirror image, so you're able to like read everything. Although it is a little trippy at first if you just watched me on Facebook for years to finally see me like in the right direction. The whole room's gonna seem backwards to you, but trust me, it's so much better on the VMB app. Plus, if you're shopping, if you're somebody who does purchase from VMB whenever I'm live and you're doing it on the website, do it on the app because you're gonna earn extra cash back if you're shopping on the app during my live video. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Heather. Hello, girls. All right, we're back up on the app here. Hello, Lynn and Stormy. First time I caught you live, you're new. Well, Jessica, I'm so glad that you're here tonight. My name is Maggie. We're having a wig party tonight, so we have 10 wigs that are brand new. Maybe one restock tonight, and I think all of the rest of them are new, and it's just going to be a good old time. So any questions that you have, let a girl know. If I don't happen to know the answer, I can guarantee you some ladies in the comments know the answer, or we'll just reach out to the owner directly and find the answer out for you. Hello, Linda and Ann. Hello, ladies. Southern Wisconsin, hot and humid today, but then it rained, tornado warning. We go from 40s, 50s to 70s. I know, Betsy, one day this week, the feel like temperature was 19 degrees in the morning when my kids were getting on the bus, and then in the afternoon it was 76 degrees. And we just keep flip-flopping back and forth, and then, of course, the rain. We're getting ready to have a big storm come in right now. But it was very, very humid here today. I had to kick on the air conditioner finally, right before I came up here, because it was 81 degrees in my house, and my husband would flip out if it was 81 degrees. So I'm like, oh, I hope it cools back down before he gets home. Wigs are your love language? Oh my gosh, Jessica, same girl. We love wigs here. I've been wearing wigs exclusively for 6.5 years. My mother actually stopped down at my house this morning to drop off my daughter's birthday card before like I got myself put together for the day, and I just have my real hair kind of pulled back in a ponytail. And she was like, if I knew that your real hair wasn't that long, I would have sworn that that was your real hair. I was like, this is my real hair. She's like, I've not seen your real hair in years. She's like, I can't believe your hair's that long. I was like, I know. It's amazing what I can cram under this wig cap. Does anybody see her? Linda, can you not see me? Let me know. Hello, girls. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, ladies. I think we are back. I feel the quality is good. Fingers crossed that it stays that way for us and that the storm does not cause any more disruptions. So, I went ahead and told all the girls on Facebook all of the things that they need to do, so we can just skip right over that part. My voice is out of sync. Regina, you may need to completely close out the VMB app and then come back in. That should sync it right back up. What is the tattoo on the inside of my forearm? It says David, my husband's name. Joel, thank you for sharing again. Is the voice out of sync for everybody? Let me know. Let a girl know. And if it is out of sync for you, close it out, come back in, and let me know if it's still out of sync. I know Michelle's like, drop those wigs. Drop those wigs. Your voice is still off on mine too. You've cleared it out 3 times. Do we need to restart the video for the 3rd time? I mean, we're going to have to. We can't have a voice out of sync for the whole entire time. We're not having glitching, but now my hair's not, or my voice isn't syncing up. Joe, let me know if I should restart it for the 3rd time. My hair is so thin. I've been wearing them for about a year. There are now about 6 customers, and your mom wearing them. That's awesome, Jessica. You can't decide Laurel or Daytona. And girls, it's really going to be a hard choice tonight. I really almost wanted to get Hydra because that's a really good one too. It's out of sync. We're going to end this video and we're going to start it back up again. It doesn't even say poor connection on here. I don't know what the issue is. So you know what? 3rd time's the charm. That has to work, right? Yeah, it's working good on Facebook, so it must just be through the app platform that we're doing. So, ladies, you know, you've waited 5 days to see me. What's 5 more minutes? Let me restart this one again, okay? And then everybody, while I'm restarting, cross your fingers, cross your toes that it works correctly and we can move forward. Charlotte can't believe she's in Milky Way. You need her in white chocolate mocha. Charlotte is a good one. All right, girls, I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right. Let's see here. Holy Toledo, ladies. What's the deal with this? We've got We've got full internet going on. We've restarted. Everything looks as though it should. I don't know what the problem is. It has to be just the app that we're running it through because everything's working good on Facebook. I digress. We'll try it again. Maybe we're just destined to have to do this on a Facebook video, you know? And for all my girls that are on Facebook, it's not showing me any comments currently. So if you're commenting, I'm not ignoring you. Facebook is just wonky with the comments. And a lot of times it won't show me the comments until after the live video is over. Telly, thank you for sharing. That's why you like Facebook? Yeah. It's always clear. Very rarely does it ever glitch on Facebook. So yeah, I don't know. All I can do is restart things. Like I said, my internet is full bars right now. So, guess we'll try it out again. That's what we'll do. Actually, hold on one second. I wonder... I'm going to stop that. Let me try one more thing. Hello, Pamela. Sorry, girls, that I keep shaking you. So sorry. I hope nobody's getting seasick. Okay, let's try this. Hello, Susan. Hello, my girls. Hello, sunshine. Okay. Let's start everything back up. Girls, cross your fingers. Now it's already showing. Hold on a second, because it gives me a little preview. It looked like it was already glitching. It's not the kind of evening we need when we're supposed to be having fun and hanging out together. You know? Do. Just 1 second. Okay. Cross your fingers, cross your arms, cross your legs. Cross everything that you can cross on your body. Pray that it works. I know, Cafe Mocha is such a pretty brown color. It's gorgeous. Okay. I'm crossing everything. Is it gonna work? I hope it does. All right, girls. We're back again. Hey, 3rd time's the charm. Lucky 3, right? Actually, I think that's lucky 7. So hopefully we don't have to restart it 7 times. Hello, Linda and Lynn and Stormy and Jill and Betsy. I think 3rd time's the charm too. Although I can tell you what, I didn't really do anything different than I did before, but you know, whatever. As long as it's working, that's all I care about. Clear and voices on. We're rocking and we're rolling now, girls. That's what we needed. It just, you know, it was just being cantankerous. Hey, Millie. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, hello, girls. All right, well, I'm waiting for you guys to jump back on. I will link up the Burbanks that I was telling you girls about. Again, I'm wearing Burbank in the color Cafe Mocha, which is on the wait list. So I will link up all of the Burbanks that are on the wait list in case you want to add yourself to the wait list. And then I will link up Burbank in Cool Opal and Cocoa Bean because those ones are in stock, okay? So let me first link up the ones that are wait listed, which would be Warm Pearl, Toasted Almond, Cafe Mocha, and Champagne Cascade. And then I will link up Burbank and Cool Opal. We have one of those in stock. And then I will also link up Burbank in Cocoa Bean, which is my absolute favorite wig of all time. So, there we go. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, girls. All right. Let's get on with it, girls. We've wasted 20 minutes. That's okay. I've got the time, girls. I've got the time, you know? So, like I said before, I went ahead and talked to all my girls over on Facebook about downloading the app and shopping and all of those things. The first thing that we need to do before we jump into the wig party is to get you girls sharing this video out so we can try and get you some free credit, right? Joe loves to thank you girls for sharing out the live video by sneaking some app credit into your account. She literally does that every single day of the week. And in addition to that possibility of getting that free app credit for sharing out the video, you also have the opportunity to win $50 in app credit this evening. All you have to do is place an order during my live video tonight and check out using coupon code MAGGIELIVE. That's going to get you your entry into the drawing, and at the end of the video, we're going to select our $50 app credit winner. Thank you, Ingrid. Deborah, thank you for sharing. Thank you, Dana. Lynn, thank you for sharing twice. Yeah, that's a good point. If you girls have already shared the video out twice already, since those videos didn't go through, you're going to have to share it out for the third time. My apologies. Alrighty? So swipe me up and out of the way. Let's head on over to Facebook so we can share this video out. You love my tea. Is your name pronounced Sonara? Let me know. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly. This is our Dreamer World Tour graphic that we make in-house at Velvet Noir. I'll get this linked up here in just a second, okay? Debbie, thank you for sharing. Alrighty. Okay, I changed my profile picture on Facebook. I was like, wait a minute, am I even on the right page? Once you're on Facebook, you're going to search for the Velvet Noir Boutique Facebook page. You girls know what it looks like. You know you're on the correct one because it's going to show the red circle and say live right there. And then you are going to scroll down until you see the live video that we are doing right now. You're going to tap on this little arrow. Looks like 6 of you ladies have shared this out already. Tap on that little arrow. Now, if you are trying to get yourself some app credit, the most important thing is making sure that once you tap that arrow that this says public. If it does not say public, Joe is not going to be able to tell that you shared the video out, and therefore you're never going to get some app credit snuck into your account. So if that doesn't say public, just click on whatever it says and select public as the option. You can always type a little description about it. All I know is we're going to get into some shenanigans tonight like we do every live video, and then go ahead and hit share now, okay? So that's one way to try and get you girls some app credit so that you can get that nice little coupon whenever you are checking out. Deanna, thank you for Deanna, thank you for sharing. Linda, thank you for sharing. Lynn, thank you for sharing thrice. Appreciate it. I know, Deb, wigs tonight, like Sierra. Okay. To silent N. I'm going to try and remember that. I should write it down if I had a pen and paper over here. I would. I'm going to try to commit it to memory right now. Bonnie and Jill, thank you for sharing. And Debbie. All right, let me link up my shirt really quick, girls. I can also link up my jeans for you. But we will do the graphic first. So this is our Dreamer World Tour graphic, okay? And currently you can get her on a t-shirt, you can get her on a crew neck sweatshirt or a hoodie. There's going to be 6 different options that I link up for you. The one that I'm wearing, I will link up last so it'll hang up at the top of the screen a little bit longer. I am wearing the comfort color, I think, moss. I think. I can double check. I'll double check for you. In a size large, and then I just cut mine clear up to the armpits there on the side, okay? So let me pop all of the options up there for you. And like I said, the one that I'm wearing, I will put up at the screen very last so that it stays popped up there for you a little bit longer. And then I will confirm for you what color shirt I'm wearing, okay? I forget which one I already linked up last. The hoodie. Okay, okay. What have you girls been up to this week? Anything good? Any drama? What's the 411? All right, here comes the shirt that I have on. So, it is going to be number 112. And let me see if I can find out what color I have on, but I'm pretty sure I am wearing the moss color. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, hello. Tully, thank you for sharing. Hi, Marcia. Hi, girls. Okay, let's see. I think it's moss. I think moss is what I have on. That's what makes most sense to me. Stormy, thank you for sharing. Thank you, girls. Oh, I'm so excited to be back. You love how I have it cut? It is like my new favorite way of cutting shirts, and honestly, last night I slept in my Fearless one that I cut like this. I mean, you want to talk about built-in air conditioning? You get all kinds of air conditioning whenever your shirt's cut like this and you're sleeping. I usually used to crop all of mine, like even if it meant that I had to crop into the graphic, but I like it done like this because it still gives you the full length. Like, I just feel so bloated today and gross and disgusting that it's like, I want my stomach covered up, but I still want a little bit of something going on. And you can make it as risque as you want. Maybe just wear like a little tiny bra on under there, or you could literally wear like a full length tank top tucked in if you want. Throw something leopard on underneath or like a little pop of color. But I literally just cut it clear up to the sleeve because I knew that if I left it a couple inches down, whenever I would be putting it on, I would probably end up ripping it anyhow. So it's like, I may as well at least cut it instead of ripping it. That way it's at least straight. But I think it's super cute, and I just went, these are the Laney low-rise jeans. I'll link them up to see if we have any of those in stock, but I kind of just wanted like a baggy on baggy look tonight. You got the shirt? Isn't it so cute? Okay, so Sierra, I am typically a size small. So I'm like 122 pounds. I wear a size 3 jean and a size small top. In graphics, I usually size up 1 to a medium. However, in this, I'm sized up to a large. So I'll kind of just hold this together because I didn't take any of the extra fabric out. I just cut right up the sides. So this would be a size up 2 for me. And honestly, I mean, I could do an extra large in this too, especially if my whole goal is going kind of loose and baggy with it. In graphics, very rarely do I ever stick true to size just because I like t-shirts to have more of that oversized fit. So I've been getting larges and extra larges just for that like super like ginormous look. But honestly, even if I had a size small and I cut it, it's still going to be plenty loose enough, you know? Thank you, Stephanie. Maggie, when you do impromptu lives from your home, we should get a notification. Just wondering because I didn't get one. And you're bummed you didn't see it. Marcia, on Facebook, you just have to make sure that your live notifications are turned on. So if you play any of my live videos on my Facebook page, tap on the screen and then like 3 dots pop up. Click on that and then make sure live notifications are turned on. Carrie, I broke my finger like a month ago. About a month ago. So, all right, girls. Any questions, let me know. Again, you guys are using coupon code MAGGIELIVE tonight. That's going to give you 10% off and 5% cash back. Remember that every order that you place tonight with coupon code MAGGIELIVE is going to get you entered into the drawing to win $50 in app credit. We're going to select the winner at the end of this video. The more orders you place, the more entries you get. So if you're getting multiple items, divide that up, girls. Orders in the United States that are $100 or more get free shipping. If the items that you're purchasing, say you're purchasing like 3 $7 items, you're only going to pay shipping for the first order. And then orders after that, however many orders that you place after that, within a 24-hour period are going to have free shipping. So you can check out multiple times, and you're only going to pay that shipping fee once, okay? Regina, thank you for sharing. I think it's been about a month, girls. My parents were here today and I took it off and I was like, it doesn't look bad anymore. It's just like the top portion of my finger is no longer aligned over my knuckle. It's like there's like a little zig, there's like my finger's zigging but not zagging back over on the broken one. Stacey, I believe the shirt that I have on is the color moss. I tried to look it up on our website that we have, but it wasn't listed in there, but it's moss, the vintage moss color. And I just like it on, like, usually I get like black or pepper, that like dark, or kind of like faded black color. But I really like this, how it has like a cyan color, green, yellow, and then like this fuchsia. I love the way that the fuchsia color really pops on this like olive green mossy color. It just kind of ties in like a neutral with something that's a little bit more bright and fun and outside of my comfort zone. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Patty. All right, girls, you put down in the comments, number one, if you want to see all the wigs that we're dropping this evening, girls, you're just going to minimize this live video by hitting this little square thing up here. That's going to take you to the main page of the app. So if you get to the main page, scroll on down, you're going to be able to see all the wigs that we're dropping tonight. I'm going to do my standard gotta go wipe / blow my nose before I start this live try on, because when I talk to you girls, my nose starts running. So go take a look at those and put down in the comments what wig you girls want to start with tonight, okay? We'll try them on in the order that you want to see them. I'm also going to take a quick sip. I've got a stiff neck from, I've been playing Maggie's Wig Beauty Shop, and from like curling wigs, like this side of my neck down to my shoulder, it's really stiff and I can't like tip my head back to drink. So it's straw central right now. Tully says Daytona. Okay, let me set her tag up here so I don't forget. Let me go wipe my nose. And we are going to jump into it, girls. Sorry that we've wasted the first 30 minutes of the video. You know what? It wasn't wasting. It was just troubleshooting and just getting reacquainted, you know? I'm actually going to crack my fan up, well, turn my fan up one more notch. It is getting stuffy in here. Daytona, Naples looks so pretty. Charlotte, she's one of your all-time faves. We need her in white chocolate mocha. I agree, girls. But alrighty, let's get started into it with Daytona. All right. So I actually went through and made myself little notes so I wouldn't have to wait for it to pop up under the shop button and read the description to know if it was heat friendly or not, if I couldn't tell just by feeling it. So I've got some notes on these so that I know. So this one, Daytona, is going to be a regular synthetic fiber. Okay. Laurel, okay, here, let me, Laurel's there, and then maybe we'll do Charlotte after that. I like you girls selecting the lineup. Then I don't have to make hard choices, you know? Everyone I watch as their nose runs on live. I guess, you know what, Lori, I think it is from just the constantly talking. Like, my nose does not run throughout the day. And then as soon as I get on the live video, it's literally like a faucet over here. And I think it has to be from talking. And not only that, when you're on live videos, I don't know if you've ever noticed it, usually people that are on lives, like, they'll put lip gloss or something on their lips multiple times, where throughout the day you might only put it on once. Your lips get so dry from talking, you know? Shauna, I don't have any Tulas tonight, but I can link some Tulas up for you if you'd like for me to, okay? All right, girls, I have her linked up. This is Daytona Beach in the color Smoked Walnut. So she is a regular synthetic wig, and we have dropped her in one other color option, which I will get linked up for you girls as well. And I'm going to say that her color is kind of similar to, what am I looking for? Honey Blonde. Okay, this is Honey Blonde right here. This is Smoked Walnut. So it's still a blonde. It's got a little bit of a warmer tone without being yellow or without being orange. She just has some like honeyness looking to her, okay? So she is regular synthetic, which means you're not going to use heat tools on her. Regular synthetics, there are some people that stay away from them because they only like heat friendly. And then there's some people that prefer to just have regular synthetics because they don't want to have to deal with a heat friendly wig. Maintenance on these are going to be less than what you have to do to maintain a heat-friendly wig. Although eventually you do have to treat her, and the way that you do that if she starts to get crispy crunchy is by steaming her. You can get a wig steamer. A lot of people just use a clothes steamer, and that is what will re-smooth and re-soften the fibers, okay? You have Smoked Walnut and Tula. It is a beautiful color. Like Walnut Buttercream, I think that she's more blonde than Walnut Buttercream. I can turn out my light really quick, but it is getting kind of dusky outside. She's a super, super pretty color. All right, inside of her cap, girl. So she is a luxe wig, and she's kind of similar to what we have with Brighton. Brighton is one of our wigs that we have that does not have a lace front, simply because with the style of the wig, there's no need for a lace front to be on it because it has hair that's made to be worn down on the forehead. But she's also very similar to one of our other wigs that we dropped recently that had that little monofilament lace part back at the crown, kind of where your hair is going to part and start to fall forward and down to the sides, okay? So no lace front on this one. She does have permatease. You're going to get that zhuzh there on top, and I will show you girls what the permatease looks like. And then you have that little monofilament section back at the crown of your head. You have your adjusters here on the back, and again, she is a regular synthetic fiber. She is not heat friendly. You love my nail color? Thank you, Amanda. It is DND Bumblebee. It's not really a neon color. It shows up on video a little bit more neon than it actually is. It's kind of like a lemony, maybe lime-ish, like pale yellow. I missed the shirt you have on. Did you cut it all the way up the sides, or does it come that way? Chamberlain, I cut it all the way up the sides. So it just comes as a regular t-shirt, and I did not take any material out. I just laid it down on the floor and just cut with my scissors all the way up the sides. I didn't measure it, didn't make sure I had it straight, because when you cut shirts, it kind of starts doing that little roll action anyhow. So you'll get the full t-shirt, and then I literally just cut mine clear up to the armpit. Let's see, did I miss any other questions? She is gorgeous. Okay, now with this wig, so if you know if your wig has permatease, you're really going to be able to tell it normally just up on the top, and it's going to feel squishy, almost like there's a cushion in there, and it's not. Permatease is exactly what it sounds like. It's just like if you were teasing your real hair, but it's in there permanently. It's not on every single wig. It's usually just put on style specifically where the manufacturer is wanting it to have that volume up at the top. If you separate the hair and you look closely, it's going to look like it's teased. Like it's going to look like it's ratted, like you had used a teasing comb on it. That hair is not visible whenever you have it worn because you're not slicking her down and spreading the part really far apart, but this wig does have a good bit of permatease to it, okay? Let me take my wig off, move the adjusters out, and let's try her on. Now, remember, with her having a lace front, it's going to be very similar to Brighton. I think when we brought Brighton in, some people were a little bit fearful since she was like one of our only wigs that did not have a lace front. And then once everybody got her and realized that it's not needed, so why pay for that lace front, everybody was on board. And I'm going to turn my light back off here in a second just so you girls can see that it is not as shiny as my light is making it look. And let me figure out where I want to part this. And honestly, I shouldn't have loosened it because it's actually a little too big on me right now. The wig that I just took off. Yeah, it's actually it's a little bit lighter than my natural hair color, but that one, Burbank in the color Cafe Mocha, so stinking pretty. All right, she has a left part in her right now, but what I want to remind you girls of is whenever you have wigs that just has that machine-made cap, you can really move that part around anywhere that you want. You don't necessarily have to stick with a left part that it comes with or a center part that it comes with because there's no defined part in there. So if you wanted to move it over to the right, you could move it over to the right. If you want to do more of a center part, you can move it over towards the center. I was just turning my light off really quickly so you girls could see that it is not as shiny as my light is making it appear to be. But that is one of the nice things about the machine-made caps with no defined part in it, is it's basically like getting a full monofilament top without having to pay for that full monofilament top, right? She's extremely low density, like very, very low density. She has nice long layers in her. I do think that she has more than enough length that you could do more of like a little messy low ponytail. I think you could absolutely do a little claw clip in her too, as well as a half up, half down, which I think would look stunning in this because you're going to have these pieces that do fall down on your forehead. Let me get some of those pieces pulled down. So you do have those like little fringy pieces. And then this is how I would style her. You have this wig in blonde. She's so cute. Yeah, we've dropped this one, I think in the pale ashy blonde color. So I will get that linked up for you girls as well. And like I said, this color, the, what's it called? Smoked Walnut. I feel like it is very similar to Honey Blonde. Look how cute she looks in a little half up, half down. And you already have these little fringe pieces, which usually I trim into a lot of my wigs, but you don't have to do it on this one. And I would use a ponytail holder instead of a claw clip, but claw clip is what I have over here. But with that permatease, you're getting good volume without having to go in and pull the pieces forward and loose like I do on a lot of my wigs. So stinking cute. And have you checked out the price? She is stunning. I love permatease too. I know some ladies don't like it. Now, if you're somebody who likes your hair like completely sleek, flat to your head, permatease might not be for you. But I know for a fact, like whenever I'm pulling my wigs up into ponytails, I'm always telling you girls, like, hold on to the ponytail, keep it loose, pull things forward, get the volume. And you literally don't even have to try to do that with this wig because of that permatease that's built in there. Now, I would go in with this. If this were my wig, I would go in and I would probably spray some wig wax more down on the ends because I have the volume on the top, but I like for a little bit of that volume to carry over into the ends as well, just to give it a little bit more zhuzh and volume down here. But girls, she is truly a throw and go wig that still has enough length that you can pull her up a couple different ways. Extremely low density, and the price is absolutely perfect on her. She's only $198 before the coupon code. She's so cute. Girls, I'm sorry, Facebook, it's going to get noisy for you. I got to turn on my air conditioner. It has gotten so humid in here. I'm literally like sticky feeling. You didn't get your Granada this morning, Linda? Was it supposed to show up in the mail? Was she supposed to show up? Bring a ponytail holder over or just like a little rubber elastic because girls, this is literally how I would style it. Have a little elastic over there. No. Grab a ponytail holder. I think she's so stinking cute. Now, if I'm doing a half up, half down, 99% of the time I'm going to use just like one of those little clear elastics versus like this ponytail holder that I'm using because I feel like the clear elastics give me like even more volume. But this is absolutely how I would wear her. And then I would still just loosen it up on the sides to make sure that none of my wefts are showing, which honestly it might be showing now because I'm not looking in a mirror and I can only see so much like this. This is absolutely 100% how I would style it and wear it. So stinking cute. Oh man, you didn't get it half up like you wanted. Try again, Linda. You gotta just keep messing around with it. All right, let me link up the other Daytona Beach that we have available. Like I said, we have dropped her, what color did we drop her in? Oh, pale ash blonde. So Daytona's been dropped in pale ash blonde. That color is on the wait list, so you can add yourself to the wait list. And like I said, this color, girls, is absolutely gorgeous. If you're somebody who does like our honey blonde color, she is very, very similar to the color honey blonde, okay? So she is not a brown, she's not even a light brown. She's definitely blonde, but she's got those honey tones without being yellow, without being orange. My ring light is definitely making her look way more shiny than she actually is. However, I will tell you that regular synthetic fibers do tend to be more shiny than heat-friendly wigs when they are brand new. It does not stay that way forever. It is just a silicone coating that gets put on every wig, but it reacts differently on the regular synthetic fibers. The first day you wear it, that shininess is going to wear off. However, if you feel that it bothers you or it's troublesome, you can just put a little bit of dry shampoo on it. You don't need a whole lot, and it will take the shine away, okay? Does she have variations in color? She does. So let me take her off and hold her up close for you. So she is not one solid tone. You do have a rooting on her, okay? And what I like about this is it's probably like a level 5 or 6 root, so it's not super, super dark, but they kept the root pretty short the length of the hair, you would definitely have like your base color, you have highlights, you have lowlights, you have a lot of contrast going on. It's not a solid color. As a matter of fact, I think the only wig color we have that is a solid color that doesn't really have any defined highlights and lowlights is the color Cafe Mocha that I started in. But this one is just super gorgeous. I'll turn that back off so it's not so noisy. And like I said, my ring light is making her look way more shiny than she actually is. Although you're not getting a good color representation right now because it's dusk outside. But she definitely has highlights and lowlights in her, so nice. She has good depth and dimension. Super pretty. And girl, she's only $198 before that coupon code. You are literally going to save almost $20 off of her with code MAGGIELIVE. So you're going to get her for, what, $181, $182 plus 5% cash back. Plus you're going to be entered into the drawing to win $50 in app credit this evening when you check out with coupon code MAGGIELIVE. Terry, I missed you guys too. She's adorable. I agree. Hello, Brenda. Now, I feel like we have another wig that is similar to this style also this evening. I want to say that it's Laurel. So we're going to try that one on next just because they're kind of similar in style. That way we can kind of compare and contrast the similarities and the differences between them, because maybe you'll see them together and be like, oh, I actually prefer Daytona Beach over Laurel, or I prefer Laurel over Daytona Beach. So we're going to do Laurel next because I think she is similar in style to this one. Candace, that was my air conditioner running. I don't have central air, so it gets very, very hot in here whenever I have the doors closed and everything. So, you know, so I don't pass out. I got to turn it on every now and then. Okay, girls. Pale Ash Blonde is linked up for you if you want to add yourself to the wait list. And again, the color that we tried on tonight was Smoked Walnut, which again is kind of like a honey blonde shade. And remember, with that machine-made cap, you can literally part it anywhere that you want, just like it's a full monofilament top, which is an excellent feature, especially considering the price of her. With not having that defined part, it's definitely a bonus. Oh no. We got a necklace tangled in a hairnet. We don't have central air either. Wish we did. Our AC units can be a pain. I know. What's like, I know you girls on the app can only hear it a little bit, but for some reason on Facebook it's super noisy. But I mean, I don't have a window that I can open in here, and when the door's shut, especially in the summertime, whenever it's 95 degrees out here, it's probably like 102 inside my house. So I try not to turn it on unless I absolutely have to. All right, girls. Let's do Laurel next because I believe that she is similar in style to Daytona Beach that we just had on, okay? Well, she's just as low density. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I forgot the tag on the inside. Let me cut that long tag out because if not, whenever I go to comb through it, I'll yank on that. When I leave these on the wig, so many times I leave it on there and then I go to comb through it and it like yanks down on the whole thing. You can't hear here nice and quiet. Yeah, I don't know why it picks up so loud on Facebook because technically the VMB app is even closer to the air conditioner because of how you girls are angled. But they can also, it sounds like a Mack truck idling over there on Facebook. I try to leave it off. I try my best, girls. Alrighty, here we go. This is Laurel, and she is in the color Roasted Chestnut. Now, she is a completely new style. We have never dropped this style before, so currently this is the only color option that we have her in. She is also a dark blonde. Again, let me turn this off and give you some crappy desk lighting. She is still a blonde, but she is a darker blonde, and she actually kind of reminds me of a darker version of White Chocolate Mocha because you have that dark blonde base, and then you have tons of ashy highlights throughout her. Now, I feel like with the base, like the low lights being that dark blonde, those have a little bit more of a warm tone. And then in the highlights, you have ashy, like pale, almost white highlights. And then you have a little bit more of a warm tone highlight running throughout there as well. So just a beautiful blend of both cool tones and warm tones in this. You are also going to have the same kind of cap, okay? So she is also going to be a machine-made cap, and she is a regular synthetic fiber, so she is not heat-friendly. Again, with the regular machine-made caps, there's no lace front on this just because it's meant to have hair that stays down on your forehead. Thank you, Charlotte. Alrighty, so she also does have permatease. I want to say this one feels like it might have slightly less permatease than Daytona Beach does. And when I mean slightly, I mean like that much of a difference. And then you still have that monofilament back here right at the crown where it's kind of going to part, and that's where the hair is going to fall from. So you're still going to get that lace monofilament back there. You have your adjusters in the back so you can customize the size. And again, she is a regular synthetic fiber, and I really love the blend of colors in this one. So pretty. It just reminds me of a darker version of white chocolate mocha, but then you've got some of those golden highlights thrown in there. I mean, look at that. Look at all that color variation with the low light, and then you have those super like almost white, like cool tone blonde highlights, and then some more golden highlights throughout there. You like her? She's so pretty. That's right. I can't show wigs passed out on the floor. I certainly can't. I try. You girls have seen me. I know one time this summer I was going to try on video, and I literally had sweat marks, like wet here under my boobs, because it does get hot in here when you've got no air flowing. Oh my gosh. See, the other one, I loosened the straps on it, and I didn't need to because it ended up being too big. This one I did not mess with. She feels fantastic on my head. All right, let's see where she's wanting to part at. Now remember, with machine made, you're going to be able to part it wherever you want. But with it being machine made and not having a lace front, you are going to have hair that you leave down on your forehead, okay? She is just as low density as Daytona Beach. Honestly, I think the only difference between this wig and Daytona Beach, I feel like this one has some shorter layers in her. So Daytona Beach had more longer layers. This one definitely has shorter layers. Let me breathe some life into the top of this. Let's try a center part for a second and see what it looks like. We'll try right part too. Well, if I was doing a center part, I would probably have to get my steamer out. So say you wanted to do a center part on this, but you kind of wanted the bangs to like swoop down, kind of like and do a true curtain bang. You can still make changes to your wigs by using the wig steamer. So I would just put them in place where I wanted them and probably hold them with like some creaseless clips. And then I would steam it and then let it completely cool and dry. And then I would take those clips out. The same as if you were wanting to do like a more exaggerated right part. Like say you're like, oh, but my bangs aren't going exactly where I want them. You would just hit it with a little bit of steam. Let it completely cool and dry. Just like you would do with a heat-friendly wig. How it's like, you know, if you've got a face flopper, I will tell you, warm up the first inch and a half in the hair, hold it until it completely cools. You can still do stuff like that, especially with the front of your wigs on regular synthetic. You're just going to do it with steam versus using a flat iron or a curling iron. Lynn, she is not heat friendly. She is a regular synthetic wig. Girls, I don't know. You let me know looking at her, but I'm pretty sure the only difference between her and Daytona Beach is that Daytona Beach I felt like had longer layers, and Laurel I feel like has some shorter layers in her. Again, she is still extremely low density, still enough length there that you're going to be able to pull it up. You could do the claw clip, you could do a little like bun back there, like something just messy with like, well, that's a little bit too much of a tendril hanging down. but with like a little bit of tendrils hanging down. But gosh, did I pull out the same piece of hair? You know me, whenever I pull my hair up, I'm like, the messier, the better. So stinking cute, and she's only $245 before the coupon code. So again, you're going to get 10% off that price plus 5% if you are shopping on the app during my live video. You just want to make sure that you're checking out and entering coupon code MAGGIELIVE. Isn't it cute, Jerry? You're welcome, Lynn. Hey, Becky. The Foxy Luster Lip Gloss. I sure can, Marsha. She's cute, and I feel like she's going to be cute in like a little half up, half down too. Now, Daytona, she was laying nice on me, parted on the left. But Laurel here, she's landing really good on me and behaving, being parted on the right. Now, like I said, the color that I'm wearing right now is Roasted Chestnut. She is the only color that we have Laurel currently available in because she is a brand new drop. Girl, she's cute. I'm going to try and do a little half up, half down on her too. Let me get this lip gloss linked up really quickly here for Marsha. And then we'll go back to playing. What am I wearing on my lips? I have on, oh my gosh, dry throat. I have on Legend lip liner in the waterproof lip liner, and I just colored in my lip the whole entire way. And then I put the Posh lip gloss on over top of it. Now, I know that Posh is on the wait list, but I will still link it up. So you can add yourself to the wait list. And then let me see if we have that lip liner available. Nope, she's on the wait list too. Add yourself to the wait list. But if you girls have this one, I didn't just line my lips with it. I colored in my whole lip, so kind of almost like wearing it like a lipstick. And then just put that Posh lip gloss on over top. We're gonna do the same little do. Let's do the do, girls. Just like we did with Daytona Beach. Except I will try to do it with a claw clip. I'm not a claw clip connoisseur. I do much better with ponytail holders. But we'll try a little mini claw clip this time. I'm sorry, I think that is so stinking cute. I should have technically pulled that piece back, but we'll just tuck it back behind our ear. And then, like I said, as far as the shine goes, girls, my ring light is definitely making it look way more shinier than it actually is. However, keep in mind that regular synthetic fibers, when they are brand new, do tend to be a little bit more shiny than heat-friendly fibers. That shine is not permanent. It is only temporary. It is going to wear off the very first day that you wear the wig. However, if you don't want to wear it with that shine, if you feel the shine is too much on any wig, you can always just put a little tiny bit of dry shampoo on it, and it's going to dull that shine until it wears off naturally. Hi, Whitney. Monica, I've missed being here. It's literally, what was it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So today would have been the 5th day. And we were complaining last week about it being 2 days. We were like, 2 days is too long. You know? Girl, she's cute. Who's your vote for? Daytona Beach or Laurel? I feel like this hair goes really well with this t-shirt that I have on. Like, they both just kind of have that, like, loose, carefree kind of vibe to it. You're a claw clip girl. I just can't get good flop with my claw clip. You know what I mean? And I don't have the patience to practice it. No patience here. All right, girls, I'm going to stick Laurel back up at the top of the screen for you. Again, this is the color Roasted Chestnut. She's going to be $245 before the coupon code. You're going to save $24.50 off of her with code MAGGIELIVE, plus get 5% cash back to use on a future purchase. And I'm telling you right now, if you girls have never owned a regular synthetic wig and you have only ever worn heat-friendly fibers, it can be scary thinking like, oh my gosh, like, what am I getting myself into? But truly, the maintenance is much lower on a regular synthetic than it is on a heat-friendly fiber. as far as like how often like you would have to steam this versus how often you would have to put heat on a heat-friendly wig. So don't be scared. And I mean, the best thing with regular synthetic wigs is the price point's absolutely fantastic, right? Especially whenever it's a wig style that you're not paying for a lace front in, because the lace front isn't needed. Like, you literally can't beat a wig that's $180 to $220. She's cute. I think she looks cute styled like this. All it's missing is a pair of sunglasses. Let me grab my sunglasses. Don't ask me about them. They've been literally sold out forever. Yeah. Some sunglasses, tuck her behind your ear. I feel like I'm ready to go shopping at like Home Goods or something. But I've never actually been to Home Goods. I feel like I'm going to go shopping at TJ Maxx or something. Or out to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. Looking all styling and profiling. I forgot to link up my jeans too, girls. Don't let me forget. She's a cutie patootie, girls. There's only 4 of these left in stock. So don't sit and wait too long, because those 4 can go kind of quickly. Sometimes with wigs, it's like, oh, well, we have all of these in stock, and you feel like it's going to be in stock and there forever. And then the next time you go and click on it, it's like, they're gone. They're all gone. Y'all grab them really quickly. So remember, whenever you add items to your carts, items are only going to sit in your cart for 15 minutes. If you don't pay within those 15 minutes, it is going to fall out of your cart and go to the next lady. So make sure that you are checking out rather expeditiously, okay? And using coupon code MAGGIELIVE so we can get you entered into that drawing. If I don't see you at least 3 days a week, something's wrong. I know. Girls, I want to be here 5 days a week like I used to be. Millie and Deanna Laurel's your favorite. Like I said, I think they're very, very similar to Daytona Beach. I just feel like Daytona Beach had longer layers in her, and this one has a little bit of shorter layers. And this roasted chestnut color, like, I'm vibing with all of the dimension in it. I'm linking up my jeans really quick, girls, before we go on to the next wig. These are the Laney low-rise wide leg jeans. They are from the brand Cello. They are not a low-rise. They are a mid-rise, so don't let that scare you. It is a structured denim. There is no stretch in these. Now, typically, whenever it's structured denim, we usually tell you girls to size up 1. Sometimes we even have to size up 2. These ones don't follow that rule. You are going to stick true to size, because even with these being a structured denim, I still have tons of room here in the waist without them feeling like they're too big. So you're just going to stick true to size in these. We have 2 pairs of size 3 left, 1.7 and 1.11 in the Laney low rise. Girls, these are in my top 2 favorite pairs of jeans. My favorites go violets and the Laneys. And you can't go wrong with either of those. So again, don't let the name low rise scare you. They are not low rise. They are just a mid-rise denim. Stick true to size. You're going to love the way that they feel on you. I could sell you anything. I mean, sales lady of the year. No, I'm just teasing. I definitely don't think I'm sales lady of the year. Oh gosh, girls. Okay. Let's do, which one do you girls want to see next? Hello, Lavonda. Let me know in the comments which wig you girls want to see next, okay? Pammy says, Maggie, you're a great model. You make me want to buy every wig you try on. Girls, I just absolutely love wigs. That's why I've kind of been destashing too, because it's like, I mean, you can't wear every single wig that you have, right? It's different. When you have like 2 wigs, it's like, okay, those all get equal love. But whenever you have 70 wigs, I start to feel bad for my wigs that I don't wear frequently. Like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. So it's like, oh, I got to give them a nice new home to go to. Charlotte? Okay. And look, girls, that was that little, I just had a little tiny claw clip in there. And little secret about Maggie, you know it about me with my ponytails, even though I didn't do a ponytail holder and I just did a claw clip, if I like the way that this looks, whenever I take it out, I am not taking that claw clip out of her. I'm just going to lay her in my drawer that I crayon my wigs in whenever I get ready to go to bed at night with the claw clip intact, because whenever I go and put her back on my head tomorrow, that's still going to be in there, okay? So if you get a good pony, good claw clip situation going on, leave it in there for as long as you possibly can. Jacqueline, I just took the hair like I would usually put in a ponytail holder, and I did not even twist it. I just flipped it up and then I clipped it on there. I'm not really handy at claw clips. You have way too many wigs. I know, it's so hard not to. Okay, let's do Charlotte, and then we will do Naples. Alrighty? Charlotte and Naples. Seriously, I know I already told you girls this. It might have been on the first video we started, or maybe the second video, but tomorrow's Juliana's 14th birthday. I do not feel old enough to have a child that is 14, let alone that being my youngest child. What song are we singing tonight? I'm taking special requests, Deanna. What song do you want to sing tonight? Although I do know before this live video started, I was singing, there are worse things I could do than be with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. You bought 5 last week. Somebody stopped you for... Hey, we're not stopping you, ladies. I would be so judgmental if I was like, you don't need any more. I have a full drawer over here and more than half of that downstairs as well. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes. They do grow so fast. It truly is making me sad. And I love to see my kids get older, just like I love getting older. I feel like it is a privilege to grow older, despite whether you're a child or an adult. But it does make me a little sad, because I'm not ready to let any of my kids go, you know? I'm just not ready for it. And I hate that she has school tomorrow, and normally I would let her stay home. But I literally just let my kids skip one day last week. Press against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance. Sorry, girls. Next wig. We just need to have a sing-along evening. A sing-along wig party. Too bad it can't do like captions, just like how they would do with like the Disney sing-alongs, and it would have like the Mickey face. It would like bounce on the word that you're singing. All right, girls. Here comes Charlotte in the color Milky Way. Now, Charlotte is going to be a special order wig. And as soon as it pops up in the shop button, I will read you that and let you know when they can be anticipated. But just so you know, she is going to be a special order. We love our babies being babies. And I actually didn't get to enjoy any of my kids whenever they were babies, because I worked 6 to 7 days a week. And I would leave my house at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I would not get home a lot of times until like 11:45 at night. So I did not get to experience my kids being babies. Since you know a lot of stuff in your mom's era, do you remember hearing and talking about the books we read? Yes, the Dick and Jane books. I do. What was I just talking about? Oh, I was singing the other day, thinking of stuff from like my mom's era and stuff like that. Do you girls remember the cartoon Little Lulu? You know, little Lulu with freckles on her chin. Always in and out of trouble, but mostly always in. Using daddy's necktie for the tail of her kite. You guys remember that? Thank you, Lana. All right, girls, here we go. This is Charlotte in the color Milky Way. I feel like we have not had Charlotte since forever, all right? She's good. You girls are going to love her. She is a special order with an ETA of June 30th, okay? So it says all orders are a special order with a ship ETA of 6/30. So that is when VMB will be receiving the wig. Then they'll do a quality check and then get it mailed out to you. Girls, remember, we're part near to May at this point, so June 30th is not that far away, okay? Charlotte also has a really, really good price point on her. So we've got a left part here, and she is lace front, and the lace extends down to the top of the ear tabs. You have your Velcro adjusters here in the back so you can customize the size. And Charlotte is heat friendly, alrighty? The color Milky Way is absolutely gorgeous. She is my second favorite brown color next to Cocoa Bean, which is my #1 favorite brown color. Like, how much messier can I make this wig, seriously, before I put it on? Is today my first day on the job? Because it really feels like it is. So Milky Way has a nice medium brown base, okay? And then you're gonna see caramel colored highlights in her and blonde colored highlights in her. And it just gives like a perfect little trifecta of color situation going on. Absolutely gorgeous. It's also nice for ladies who have dark hair, like maybe you have a solid color hair, like not necessarily box dye, but just you don't get highlights in it, you don't get lowlights, you just do one solid color. This is a good way or a good color for ladies who are dark haired but want to play around a little bit without jumping straight to a blonde colored wig. You sing Little Lulu to your cat Lola. I was like, well, the clock's to 7:30. It's really after 10. It looks like Lulu's been repairing it again. You love Charlotte, but need it a little bit lighter. Now, I know that recently we had, I believe, restocked her in the color Cocoa Vanilla Froth, which I'm sure is probably on the wait list by now, but I will still link her up so you can add yourself to the wait list for her. Charlotte, we initially dropped, I believe we dropped Charlotte in June of 2024 when we were in California, and she is just now starting to come back into stock rotation. So it has been few and far between that we have seen Charlotte, but girl, she is such a cute style. Nice, like, I mean, it's not a bob, but it's what we would consider like a bob length. She is just touching the top of my shoulders. Remember that wig lengths are going to look different on everybody. If you girls see Joe and Shauna try on Charlotte and then you see me try on Charlotte, it is always going to look shorter on Joe and Shauna because they are much taller than I am. It's always going to look longer on me because I'm shorter. But girl, she kind of has that, she's not like a razor cut shag like Sydney Rose is, but she also does not have like an actual structured curl to her. She's like a little bit flitty, a little bit flirty, a little bit curly. A little bit of all of those things put into one. I love the layering that's in her. So you've got short layers that's going to give you that nice volume up there on top. Obviously, she's extremely, extremely lightweight. Still plenty long enough that if you wanted to do a half up, half down do with her, you 100% could. And honestly, you know I'm the sucker for putting wig wax in all of my wigs to just zhuzh it up even further. With her not being a super long wig and there being short layers in her, you're actually able to zhuzh this pretty easily without having to put any wig products in there to build like texture or volume. She's absolute perfection. She is beautiful. What size in Lulu? Sonia, I'm wearing my true size 3. So they're structured denim, but you can stick true to size because there's still wiggle room in there. So just stick true to size. Or if you want them to be like more loosey-goosey, you could size up one. And they're not going to like fall off of you, but you know, you'll have a little bit more of that baggier look. You like the length, Teresa? I think the length on this is absolutely perfect. I've been wearing so many short wigs lately. Kind of just like this length. Like I've been wearing my Alex, I've been wearing my Athens, although I have been wearing Burbank for the last couple days. But girls, it's summertime. I wear long hair in the summertime, don't get me wrong, but there's just something like so fresh about short hair. I absolutely love it. I still have been thinking about that Bronx pixie wig that we tried on a couple weeks ago. I absolutely love short hair. Girls, I see that we're glitching, so we'll pause for just a second here, and I will link up the other colors that we have dropped Charlotte in case you want to add yourself to the wait list, and then hopefully the glitching will clear up. Okay? So let me look and see. The Bronx was just such a fun wig. I absolutely loved it. All right, let's see. Maybe by chance we would have some type of Charlotte available, but I highly doubt it. Nope, Charlotte is sold out in all the other color options, but I am going to link them up for you girls so you can add yourself to the wait list. And even for the special order that we have open right now for the color that I have on, which is Milky Way, we're down to only 2 of those special orders being available. So I linked up the other color options that we had previously dropped her in. And then, of course, we have the special order open right now for Milky Way. And there are only 2 special order slots opened up for her. Girl, she's got that extended lace front. So fantastic little hairline on there if you wanted to pull the front back and pin her back. And I do think that she would be super cute as well. And just like a little half up, half down kind of do. Where I would probably do like the little ponytail holder, or you could do the claw clip, just so you're getting some of those pieces like kind of sticking up and adding even more volume to her. What's Juliana texting me? Can I have this? I don't even know what she has. You got the shirt in moss as well because you love it. I just love the colors of this shirt. All right, let's see what Juliana's wanting. Oh, she's going through my Avon stuff. Yes, you can have that. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, girls, there's only 1 left now for the special order for Charlotte in the color Milky Way. I told you. You might think that, oh, that wig's going to sit there. It's a special order. Nobody's going to wait. Those 2 are going to be there for a long time. And then the next thing you know, that they are gone. You girls are going to get almost $40 off of this wig with code MAGGIELIVE. So you're going to save $39.90 with code MAGGIELIVE. Plus, if you're shopping on the app and you're placing your order during this live video, you're also going to get 5% in cash back to use on a future purchase. And you're going to get entered into the drawing to potentially win $50 in app credit this evening. I need a good wig and one that will arrive before May 10th. It's a big deal because I haven't seen my family in 10 years. It might sound crazy. Shirley, we have a ton of wigs that are in stock. We do have some that are special order only, but the majority of our wigs you usually get within 2 weeks, you know? Is Maple Brown Sugar a lot lighter than Milky Way? No. Maple Brown Sugar is actually very, very similar to Milky Way. The only difference between Milky Way and Maple Brown Sugar is Milky Way has the caramel highlights and the blonde highlights, whereas Maple Brown Sugar just has the caramel highlights. I might have a Maple Brown Sugar up here, possibly. Possibly. Let's see. I think I have Granada and Maple Brown Sugar up here, and I just linked her up for you. Yeah, I do. Dana says Charlotte is worth every penny. Love her. She is worth every penny, I'm telling you. And like I said, I know it sucks to like pay for a wig today and know that you're not going to get it till the end of June. Girls, I have waited before for a wig. This was prior to me being with Velvet Noir. It was a Raquel Welch wig. And I ordered it in January, and it came in the end of September. And I knew that when I placed the order. And whenever I got that wig, girls, I can tell you it was worth every single day of waiting. All right, here's the color Maple Brown Sugar. Let me hold these up side by side. And I did link up that wig for you girls. That's Granada and Maple Brown Sugar. I'll also throw her on for you. So, Milky Way, Maple Brown Sugar. She's just got caramel highlights in her, where this has the caramel and the blonde, and she's a little bit more highlight heavy on top. It's the wiggy. It's Granada and Maple Brown Sugar, girls. Let's throw her on our heads. Let's throw her up there. And then, like I said, for Charlotte, we only have 1 left for the special order for the color Milky Way. So that must have been all that the manufacturer could guarantee us that we could get. So as much as we would like to be like, oh, we'll add more special orders on, the 2 are probably the only 2 that we can actually be guaranteed. Okay, let me get Charlotte put up, and then I will throw on that Granada for you. Oh my gosh, Juliana again. Does she not? She knows I'm working. Hold on. She's going through all of my Avon skincare, and it's like, she knows I'm on a live video, and she's like, would this be good for my skin? Number 1, I don't have a monocle up here to be able to read the thumbnail picture you sent me. Number 2, I'm trying to work. It's like, I'll have to look at it later. All right, let me throw this Granada on. Granada. Here we go. Okay, there is only one left of Granada in the color Maple Brown Sugar. Oh, my wood grip is slipping. My hosiery's bunching. Okay, so you girls are going to love her. And if you like Covina, you're absolutely going to love the wig style Granada. She's very, very similar style-wise to Covina. The only difference is she does not have the full monofilament top, okay? And she is more low density. So if you're somebody who like doesn't want the like lion mane that Covina can be, Granada's going to be your girl. So just like Charlotte, she has a left part. She has lace front that extends to the top of the ear tabs, adjusters in the back, and heat friendly. I have never put heat on this one, although I have worn her several times. And I think on this one I also trimmed the bangs to length, but I can't remember. I just hit myself in the face. She's used to Mom having more time. Are you kidding me? You think my kids actually talked to me those days that I was off? They all had track meets and track practice and this and that going on. Okay, girls. When you get your Granada, she is going to come with a left part in her, and she's kind of just going to have a side swoop bang, okay? You are going to be able to manipulate this wig, even though it is a left part wig. You're going to be able to move her a little bit more towards the center and do a curtain bang. You're going to be able to pin your bangs back because she's a lace front. Fingers crossed this glitching stops. Girls, for her length, she is extremely, extremely low density. She gives the same vibe as Covina, although Covina is a little bit more wild child than Granada is. But not everybody wants that super over-the-top wild child moment. No. Okay, I do know that I had trimmed the bangs in this one, but I usually put wig wax in it whenever I'm wearing it. And I like to kind of part my bangs in the center and then like pull them up in spray pieces like that. So I still left them longer. This is one of the ones where you're going to be able to do a side swoop bang. You're going to be able to take your heat tool, if you don't like bangs on your forehead, and kind of heat set them up off your forehead, still with that center part. You can do them more as a curtain bang. You can do the full bang, or you have the lace front. So if you want to completely pull your bangs back off your forehead, you absolutely can. I kind of like the messy, like haphazard look. And then I always like to zhuzh mine, you know, just to make her big and bold and loud and in charge. Now, before I had put this one back, because this is my personal wig, I had clearly brushed her out so she's not big and voluminous like how I typically wear her. Girls, Granada is so stinking good. I own her in cocoa vanilla froth, almond icing, chocolate frosting, and maple brown sugar. You seriously can't go wrong with her. That'd be so funny. He likes to mow in the dark. He has lights and he does a great job. My husband always wants to cut grass like right at noon at the hottest part of the day. And I'm like, I would wait till 7, 8 p.m. to do it. You know, wait till it's a little bit cooler outside. What do you girls think of Granada? Do you have Granada? Do you love Granada? Are you more of a Covina girl? Granada, you want my opinion? I own her in blondes. I love her in the dark colors. And honestly, the color Maple Brown Sugar in Granada is my absolute favorite. So there's only one available in Maple Brown Sugar. And let me see if we have any other ones. And we have one available in the color White Chocolate Mocha. All the other Granada colors are on the wait list, girls, but we do have 2 available in White Chocolate Mocha and 1 in Maple Brown Sugar, which is this color that I'm wearing. She's just so fun. And again, I love having the versatility of being like, if you just like a side part with some swoopy bangs, you can do that. If you want your bangs back off your forehead, you can do that. You want curtain bangs, move that part a little bit more towards the center, you can do that. Or if you are a full bang girl, you can do that. And I mean, you might have to trim your bangs a little bit to length, but just because you decide to wear it styled one way on a certain day doesn't mean that you can't style it completely different the next day, you know? I love her. Absolutely love her. You're going to get almost $43 off of this price, girls, with code MAGGIELIVE plus 5% cash back. Jacqueline, you have her in Honeygram. She's really pretty. I remember trying her on in the color White Chocolate Mocha, and she is very pretty in White Chocolate Mocha. And of course, I have 2 blonde colors of her, but the darker colors are just like my absolute favorite in this style. Absolutely love it. So she actually wasn't a part of our wig party tonight, but since somebody asked about the color and I knew I had one up here, it's like, let me pull her out and we'll show her really quickly. Love the bangs, look so natural. Thank you, Marcia. Thanks, girls. All right, we are going to do Naples next, since that was the next requested wig that we had, but let me get this put up and put back in my drawer so I don't accidentally mail it back to Velvet Noir. Because I would be sad if I lost this wig. I also want to link up for you girls here, maybe once we get our next wig on, our wig products. So our shampoo, conditioner, our heat mode, heat protectant, our revitalize spray, wig grips, all the things. Actually, let me link that up for you now. No, I lied. Let me go put a wig on first. You like the vanilla swirl that Alex, but you need bangs? Deborah, you could cut bangs into it. Because it's a fully lace front wig and it's heat friendly. So you could definitely just cut the bangs into it and use heat to redirect it forward. Sorry girls, had to come stand in front of my fan for a minute. I'm schwitzing. All right. Now somebody, I don't remember who it was, but somebody said they really loved Naples. And you know what's funny? I loved this wig too, and this is the wig that I got, okay? Now, she is beautiful the way she is, but you know she's got a little bit more of those beauty pageant style curls going on, but my dream with her, what I want to do to her is curl her so that she is very similar to my Burbank. So I am going to redo the curl pattern in this because her bones are very similar to Burbank and the color is obviously absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So Naples in the color Strawberry Cream or Strawberry Caramel is the wig that I got for myself this evening. Can I show it to you again? Deborah, I lent that wig out to my sister. Unfortunately, I don't have it currently. But she is not a blunt bob. She's very, very low density. We just have some light layering around the bottom so it's not super bulky. Full monofilament top so you can part it anywhere that you want. Lace front that extends to the top of the ear tabs. And like I said, she's heat friendly and you absolutely could cut bangs into her. Okay? Love Strawberry Caramel. It's my favorite. Love my Huntington Beach and Strawberry Caramel. I just made my profile picture on my personal Facebook page. Huntington Beach and Strawberry Caramel. And it's like, dang, I forgot how much I love this color. But I got it. I got it. So here we go, girls. This is Naples in the color Strawberry Caramel. She has a full monofilament top. She has a lace front, which I can already tell you girls right now is gorgeous. The lace extends down to the top of the ear tabs. You have your adjusters here in the back so you can customize the size, and she is heat friendly. Now, with the color Strawberry Caramel, yes, she is a red wig, but she's not one of those loud, like you obviously have red hair kinds of reds, because she has a nice blonde highlight that goes throughout her, and she also has some just like some brownish lowlights running through as well. You can really see all the different tones coming together on this. It is a super, super beautiful color. And then she does get a little bit more of those lighter blonde money pieces going on up there in the front. Just super, super pretty. So, like I said, while she does have more beauty pageant curls, I got her because I could tell that her bones were very similar to Burbank. And I'm going to curl her in the style of Burbank. Thank you, Tully. Yeah, use code MAGGIELIVE when you check it out, girls. Okay, So where's she parted at? Let's start with her on the left. So she does have that full monofilament part, so you can move it around anywhere that you want, but I'm pretty sure she comes with a left part in her. However, I had tried this on earlier, and of course I was playing around with her and I kind of moved the part. So boom, right off the top, look how pretty she is. Like left part, not really flopping in my face, even though you're still getting some forehead coverage right there. Those face framing pieces just kind of sway back off of your face and just give like a nice flowy look to it. The curls are a little bit curlier than what you girls typically see me wearing, but I mean, she is absolutely gorgeous, even if you just leave her in the form that she is in. I would say that as far as density goes, she's a low to average density. So usually the wigs from this manufacturer, which are like Santa Monica, Corbin, Huntington Beach, Covina, Farrah, Florence, those wigs typically tend to be more just of an average density. But girls, it's not hair heavy and she is absolutely gorgeous. She is, she's just like a medium to long length. Now, if you were to completely straighten her and straighten out her curls, she's probably going to be like 20 inches in overall length. But it's not anything that's like too super crazy long. And the lace front on her, especially with the strawberry caramel colored wig, it literally just looks like it's growing straight up out of your forehead. And you girls know that typically I don't get down with money pieces because I feel that they're too light or too bright. What I like that they did with the money pieces on this one, see how you have more of those defined blonde highlights towards the front? They did not do it clear to the root. So you're still getting that light brightness around your face without taking that blonde clear to your root and making it look very stark compared to your skin tone. Girl, she's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Katie, you like this one? She's pretty and I love the color. Like I said, girls, she's red, but she's got blonde in her. She also has some light brown in her, so it's not a like in your face, whoa, you've got red hair now. Thank you, Linda. That's the most beautiful stunning color. Oh, thank you, Carla. What other wigs are in that color? Maybe we need to get it. What other wigs are in this color, or do you mean whatever colors are in this style of wig? Let me know. Because we do have other wigs that come in the color strawberry caramel, but as far as this style, I believe that this is the first Naples we have dropped. However, I will double check for you. No, we've also dropped her in the color vintage steel. Girls, I'm sorry it's glitching. It just doesn't want to cooperate tonight. More styles in this color. Okay, I'll look and see what we have available in the color strawberry caramel. But let me double check. Yes, we have dropped Naples in the color vintage steel, so I'm going to link that one up really quickly. So she's going to pop up at the top of your screen. And then just let me search. Strawberry caramel. So the ones that we would have dropped her in, although I don't know if they are in stock, we will look and see. Hold on, my screen is like zoomed into 5,000. Holy Toledo. What the heck? Why is everything so big? All right, so Corbin and Strawberry Caramel is sold out. But we do have that one available in Honey Blonde at V2 and Caramel Silk. We have dropped Athens in Strawberry Caramel. We have one available in the color, or one Athens available in the color Strawberry Caramel. We also have Athens available in Honey Blonde V2 and Mocha Swirl. So I'll link those up for you girls as well. Ooh, as well as Caramel Silk and Rum Cherry. Let's see. We've never dropped Covina in Strawberry Caramel. At least I'm like 99.9% certain we haven't. No, we haven't. But we have also dropped Huntington Beach. So let's see if there's any Huntington Beach in Strawberry Caramel. There's 2 Huntington Beach in strawberry caramel. And then I think Farrah was the other style that we had dropped in strawberry caramel. And she is in stock as well. So there's several strawberry caramel options linked up for you girls under the shop button. So to me, it looks so natural and not too shiny. Why does some look super shiny, but this one is gorgeous? So regular synthetic wigs will always look more shiny when they are brand new compared to a heat-friendly fiber. Reason being, they're 2 completely different types of fibers. And it is just the way, you know, whenever you get a brand new wig and it's like that hair fiber feels like super silky soft. Like that's why I love to put wig products in my wigs when they're brand new, because I don't like that super silky soft feeling. That's because whenever wigs are manufactured, no matter who the manufacturer is and no matter what the wig fiber is, the wigs are always finished off with a silicone coating. It helps prevent it from getting tangled when it's in hair nets and boxes and being shipped. That silicone coating lays on the regular synthetic wigs differently than it does on the heat-friendly fibers. Like I told you, it is a temporary shine that you get with the regular synthetic. And it's just because they're 2 completely different kinds of fibers, with one being regular synthetic, one being heat-friendly. But the shine that you get on the regular synthetic, that is just temporary while it is brand new, and it does not stay that way. After you wear it for a couple hours, it's going to dull back down, not to where it's dull, but to where it's more kind of like what you see on the heat-friendly wigs. Girls, isn't she so pretty? And I mean, you can part her anywhere that you want. If you want to do a center part, if you want to do a right part, whatever you want to do with her. But I just had to have her because I'm like, number 1, she's gorgeous straight out of the box. Number 2, I even just see so much potential in with her once I get my flat iron in her and I get to play around. So I could not pass her up. Oh my gosh, this glitching is so annoying. It's so irritating. Do you have any blonde wigs with dark root, not too long, kind of like the Alex length? Let me look and see. While I do that, I'm going to stick Naples in the color Strawberry Caramel back up at the top for you girls. Naples is dropping at $480. You're going to get $48, almost $50 off of her with code MAGGIELIVE. Plus, you're going to get 5% cash back if you purchase her on the app during my live video tonight, okay? You just have to make sure that you are checking out using coupon code MAGGIELIVE so that you're getting that 10% off and that 5% cash back. Also, using that coupon code is going to get you entered into the drawing. We're giving away $50 in app credit tonight, and I'll make a little commish off of it. If you don't use my coupon code, girls, I don't get any commish, and then I'm working for free. You know? She is beautiful. All right. So you're looking for something that is like Alex's length. So you might like, let me see. You might like Mackenzie, maybe an oatmeal cookie. You might like Barstow. Barstow's out of stock. Avalon, I know, is out of stock. Thank you, Tully. You might like Bordeaux. Now, Bordeaux you would have to straighten to get the look of Alex, which is going to be super easy to do because it is a heat-friendly wig. Let me link up a couple other options for you. You might like Galena. See, maybe Samara. Let me see if she's in stock. Yeah, Samara's out of stock too. I'm trying. Let me the Dahlia, if she's in stock. No, she's out of stock too. Oh my gosh, girls. So many wigs that are in like a rooted blonde color that are that length are out of stock. Maybe Selena. Out of stock. Out of stock, out of stock. Dublin, that's another good one. Dublin, she's out of stock, however, I'll link her up. Really, the best thing that you could do, Deborah, would be to just go to our apps, like our wig tab on the app and just scroll through there, because then you're going to see the multiple blonde color options that we have that are rooted, and then also the different lengths. And like I said, keep in mind, if it's a heat-friendly wig, like say it comes curled, but it's still that length that you're looking for, you can simply just straighten it to get that look that you're wanting out of Alex. Oh, Deborah, you 100% could do a bang in this. You're just going to trim them to length. Girls, anytime you've got a wig that has that lace front, especially whenever it's heat friendly, you're going to be able to do a bang in, because even if the hair is kind of swooping back off the forehead, you're going to be able to use heat to redirect it forward. All right, girls, is anybody going to be a wig twin with me this evening? So Naples in the color Strawberry Caramel is the wig that I got for myself. So who is going to be my wig 20 twin? Let me know. Bordeaux is cute. Somebody actually just posted a picture, I believe, of themselves wearing Bordeaux, I think in the color Cocoa Vanilla Froth, on the VIP page recently. She's adorable. So Naples in the color Strawberry Caramel. And then, girls, obviously, she's got enough length. You could do a half up, half down do with her. You could do a ponytail with her. She's heat friendly, gorgeous lace front. I just saw that she was so pretty straight out of the box. And then with the layers that are cut in her, it's exactly the kind of layers that I go through with, or that I look for with any of my wigs. So I even see so much potential in Naples, even whenever it comes to like playing around with her and restyling, you know? Super cute. Oh, Napa's your favorite? Yeah, that was a really good one. Naples, I'm in love with you. Girls, you can expect to see me wearing her pretty frequently. Let me go ahead and put her up. All right, we still have a lot to get through tonight since we didn't get started until late, since we had to start the video 3 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wigs. I'm going to pull them all down closer. You girls let me know what you want to see next. Sorry, I had to wipe my nose again. So I think we have one more wig that is a regular synthetic, and then the rest are all going to be heat-friendly styles. So let me get these all pulled down closer. Why do I feel like I have more hair nets here than I do wigs? I've made a mistake somewhere. Naples and Vintage Steel is so pretty as well. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. I love the color Vintage Steel, period. So I can guarantee that that would look gorgeous on Naples. Oh, and I forgot yet again to link up our wig products. Don't let me forget, girls. Don't let a Maggie forget. Okay, let's do our last regular synthetic wig. Now, the price point on this wig is spectacular. And I almost got her. And I might have to sell a wig so that I can get this one for myself, because that's how much I love her. So she is our last regular synthetic wig of the evening. Girls, this is Hydra in the color Pale Ash Blonde. Now again, with her being a regular synthetic wig and being completely brand new, she is going to appear way more shiny to you girls than she actually is in real life. I know the lighting's crummy, but if I turn off my ring light, you can see that she's not as shiny as that light appears to make her. But with it being that regular synthetic fiber, brand new, it is always going to have more shine than a heat-friendly fiber does. Wear her the way she is, it's going to wear off within the first day, or spritz some dry shampoo on her, okay? So, Hydra, what a name for a wig. She is a center part wig. She is lace front. It is the extended lace front that comes to the top of the ear tabs. You have your adjusters here in the back so you can customize the size. And she is not heat friendly. She is a regular synthetic fiber. You do have a little bit of permatease on the outskirts of that center lace part. So where you see this more material looking section, there is some permatease there, which is just going to give you some extra zhuzh, some extra floof, if you will, to, you know, to your wig. Now, I'm going to put her on, and she's like a loose, wavy kind of gal, kind of like how Fallon used to come. But I'm going to put her on, and then since I've been flip-flopping her around, we're just going to shoot her a little bit with some water to kind of regroup her, all right? She's so pretty. She's only $245 before the coupon code. If I could have afforded it, I would have got Hydra and Naples tonight. All right, hair, you tell me where you want to go, because clearly I don't know. So again, she is that center part wig. Now remember, whenever you have a wig that is a center part, I know that a center part does not appeal to everybody, but you have that lace center part that's about 1 inch to 1.25 inches wide. You can move your part anywhere within that lace region, and then you have that full lace front. So you can always run. There's a singular hair. Hold on. There's a singular hair that's going to distract me, and I won't be able to talk to you girls because all I will think about is the singular hair. Got it. Got it. So anyhow, you can run a left or a right part, and you're just going to run it diagonally through that lace front to that lace center part so that you can still have the illusion of it being parted on the side, and you don't have to commit to that center part. So for any center part wig, keep in mind that you don't have to wear her in the center, okay? You were down and out. Well, I'm glad you're here now, Denise. Hey, 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 girls. Oh, this one is so cute, girls. Okay, so I have her parted a little bit more to the left now, but I am going to move it more towards the center just so you can kind of see what yours is going to look like straight out of the box. And like I said, since I've been floofing her around, we're just going to mist her with a little bit of water and kind of just tousle her with our fingers. She is made to just have that loose, kind of tousledy, that's not even a real word, tousled look to her. So it's not like a super defined wave. It's not a super defined curl. She's just supposed to be like casual. She's casual. She's funky. She's cool. She's fun. Girl, she is so stinking cute. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, she is a low density wig, but because you have that permatease in the top, it definitely adds that poof, that zhuzh, and volume that makes Hydra look like more hair than it actually is. But I love how casual she is. I love the length of her just being a nice medium length wig. And again, she's just tousled. She's kind of like the girl that can just let her hair air dry and it looks good. And you let your hair air dry and you look like Krusty the Clown. At least that's how I look whenever I let my hair air dry. She's so cute. After you play with them, they look so good. Thank you, Marsha. I can tell you what, this one has a lot of singular hairs that are falling in my face. And if you girls get a wig like that and it's just like, why does this one hair keep coming down? Don't keep trying to pull it back. Don't worry about putting heat on it. If it's fallen in your face once and it's just a singular hair, pull that sucker out because I can guarantee you it's going to fall in your face again. I can guarantee you. I like her parted in the center, but I think I really like her too with just like that slightly to the left or right part going on with her. I think she's a super cute length for summertime, and you are going to get enough length with her where you could definitely do like a low ponytail. I don't know if you would be able to do a high ponytail with her, although I'll try really quickly. But for sure you're going to be able to do a half up, half down do. I mean, yeah. You could probably do a high ponytail with her, but you might have to put like a little clip or a pin there in the back. Super cute. Let's try a little half up, half down do. Adorable. We already knew it was going to look adorable. This is a cooler tone blonde. Yeah. look at that. With a little half up, half down do. I don't know what I did with my claw clip. There she is. There she is. And I think, girls, the hairline on this one, which I'll show you up close here in a second, is phenomenal, especially for a wig that's going to cost you like $220. See what I mean? She's just so stinking cute no matter how you wear her, and I like her because she's like an understated style, right? We go from something like Napa that has like clearly defined curls to her. She got up, she washed her hair, she fixed her hair, she styled her hair, and it's gonna look fantastic all day long. And then you have Hydra here, where she's like that, just like kind of sexy, cool girl, but one that doesn't try too hard. And she just looks good all the time anyhow. That's what Hydra is. And if she was in my price range to have both of those wigs, I can guarantee you I would have both of these wigs right now, because look how stinking cute she is. And we have dropped her in other colors. I'm not sure which ones are in stock, but I will link them up. Girls, y'all have already added her to your cart. There's only 3 Hydras left. I can tell you right now, this one may not sell out tonight on this live video, but I can guarantee you probably by the end of the day tomorrow, all of them will be gone. So I would suggest, what I would personally suggest is grabbing her now, entering that coupon code at checkout so you get, what, almost $25 off of her with code MAGGIELIVE, and then do the payment options when you check out. Remember, we talked about payment options last week. There's no credit checks. There's no fees associated with it. There's no interest charges. Take advantage of those payment options, girls, when you're going to get a wig for less than $220. Look, and if you flip-flop her around and you feel that she's getting too frizzy, then you just mist her down with some water, tousle her with your fingers, and she's back to being under control. She's a good girl. Denise, I got Naples in the color Strawberry Caramel. All right, let's see what other Hydras we have in stock. So we have dropped her in Cocoa and Ashy Almond. We have one left of each. So we have one available in Ashy Almond and one available in Cocoa. And then, of course, the color that we're dropping tonight, which is Pale Ash Blonde. You insist on the red for me? I like Strawberry Caramel because it's not like red, you know? She's not like super, super red. What do you girls think of Hydra, though? Isn't she just reminds me of like summertime hair. You know? I just fell in love with her. That's all I can tell you, is I fell simply in love with her. There's only 2 left in the color Pale Ash Blonde. No, I lied. 3 left in the color Pale Ash Blonde, 1 left in the color Ashy Almond, and 1 left in the color Cocoa, okay? And I really need this glitching to stop, because it's really getting on my nerves. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on here? So once you enter that coupon code at checkout, you're going to get her for $22.50 with code MAGGIELIVE plus 5% cash back. And then do the payment options. Kelly, I can't afford it right now. Or else I would. Vespa joggers, yeah, I'll link those up. There we go. They're popping up there for you, Tully. Must be in a blocked area where you live. Maybe lots of hills and mountains. We actually live at the very top of a hill, but we had a big storm that's coming in this evening, so I think it's been super windy. But truthfully, I think it's just the app that we're going live through, because it's not glitchy or anything over on Facebook. Like where I'm live on my Get It Girl Facebook page, it's only glitchy on the VNB app, so it must just be the system that the app runs through. You have the Hydra and Cocoa. She's good. She's so pretty. Oh, thank you, Monica. Thank you, girls. I'm happy to be back, too. I've missed you so much. All right. We are now down to 2 Hydra in the color Pale Ashy Blonde. Grab her, girls. You can't beat the price. She's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, that permatease at the top makes her look like way more hair than she actually is. But she's a pretty low density wig. And I just like that loose tousled look on her. Great hairline with that extended lace front. And she's regular synthetic fiber. So she's going to be less maintenance than what a regular heat-friendly wig is. And we're down to one left, girls. If you've added them to your carts, make sure you check out quickly using coupon code MAGGIELIVE because you do not want her to fall out of your cart and then miss out on getting her. So go ahead, check out coupon code MAGGIELIVE, and then that's going to give you 10% off, 5% cash back, and it's going to get you in the drawing tonight for $50 in-app credit. And we're going to pull that winner at the end of the video. Kimberly, I just wasn't scheduled to be on. All right, girls, we're down to 5 wigs. They are all heat-friendly styles, okay? Let's do an Old Faithful. One of your girls' favorite styles. We have a Sydney Rose restocking this evening. Vintage steel in which one, Denise? Naples? I haven't seen Naples in vintage steel in person yet, but I got her in the color Strawberry Caramel. Awesome, Tully. Girls, it literally says like good connection on my phone. I don't understand what the problem is. I think it was just like, oh, hey, we're just going to be difficult for you tonight because you've been gone for too long. You know? I think that's what it's saying. All right, girls. One of your favorite wig styles is restocking tonight in the color Honeygram. You girls love Sydney Rose. We literally cannot keep Sydney Rose in stock. Every time we get her in a new color or we restock her, you sell her out right away. She is our shag cut. She's the one that you can have bangs with or no bangs. She's going to look awesome if you put some wig wax in her and just really piece her out. And extremely, extremely low density. Okay? So, Sydney Rose. She's another one like Hydra. She has that center part. Again, do not be afraid if you don't like center parts. You're going to be able to run a left diagonal part or a right diagonal part in her. She has lace front. The lace extends down to the top of the ear tabs. You have your adjusters here in the back so you can customize the size, and she is heat friendly. Yeah, it's real good on Facebook. Yeah, whenever it glitches, it only seems to glitch on the VNB app. Very rarely do we ever have it glitch over on Facebook. All right, girls, here is the color Honeygram up close. You can see, just without me even pointing it out to you, Honeygram has a ton of dimension in her. She has nice dark brown lowlights, nice light blonde highlights in her. And I mean, you're not just getting a 2-color blend there. You can see that you've got dark tones, mid-tones, light tones, all of those blending together. She is rooted, but it is not a super dark root at all. And of course, lace front, but you also have the full bang option. So, I gotta loosen her. This is actually Joe's wig. Joe must have a little tiny head. She's too small for my head. It's actually, my head's not big. I've got so much dang hair now. I might have to set clothes out for my husband really quick. Hold on. Hold on for one more day. I should have done that. Before I got on this live video, he umpired 4 or 5 softball games today. So he is probably most likely ready to hop in the shower. David. No, he's not. He hasn't actually made it in the house yet. I'll send him a text message really quick. Sorry about that. You gotta take care of your husband. There we go. Sorry about that, ladies. Okay, let's see. Until I said, who snagged a beautiful... Yeah, who snagged themselves a wig tonight, girls? Let us know. Okay. I'm not going to put the full bang option down initially. Let me just get her on here and get her straight because I put her on my head and then I grabbed the clothes and I didn't even finish fixing her. You can tell without me even doing anything to style her, girls, that this wig just has so much personality just straight out of the box, exactly how she is. Ladies, I apologize for the glitching. I know it's a pain in the butt, especially considering we still have 4 wigs to get through. But we restarted this video 3 times at the very beginning, and honestly, I don't think restarting made any kind of difference, so we might just have to struggle through tonight. Let me know if it's better if I stand further away or if it's better if I stand up close, okay? So, with Sydney Rose, and I will look to see if we have any other colors in stock, but you girls typically sell her out. She is a medium length wig. She's extremely low density. She has nice short layers in her, which is just what kind of gives her that shag kind of look, okay? Now this one is Joe's wig, but it obviously has not had any heat put on it, but she might just be a little bit more voluminous because she's been worn, right? We know as we wear wigs, especially heat-friendly fibers, as you wear them, they get a little bit of puff action going on. So stinking easy to wear. Sydney Rose, whether she be brand new or you've had her for 5 months, she is always going to be a throw and go wig for you. Every single time, 100% of the time. Honeygram is beautiful. I went through this phase where it's like Cocoa Vanilla Froth is always going to be one of my favorite blonde colors, but I slowly started falling more in love with the color Honeygram. Not that I don't like Cocoa Vanilla, I still do, but Honeygram just... She's got so much dimension in her while still being a blonde. It just kind of pulls in all kinds of different tones. It's a super gorgeous color. Monica, you came over to Facebook to watch. Yeah, girls, if it's glitching too much for you on the BMB app, you can always come over to my Get It Girl page on Facebook because the video is clear over there. And then if you want to purchase, you obviously can just jump on the app really quick to place your order. She's so cute. So cute, so adorable. All right, so she is a center part. So she's going to come with a center part in her, and I believe she does come with her bangs down. But girls, you're going to be able to do a curtain bang with those. You can use heat. You can direct them over to one side. You can pull them completely back off your forehead and pin them back. So you're going to have lots of options with her. Peggy, I broke my pinky about a month ago. We like to grab Whitney and oatmeal. It just dropped a large amount, or go toothless, but your head would look good. Denise, you can have good looking hair and just keep your mouth shut. It's all about sacrifices and what we're wanting to sacrifice on. You have Sydney Rose and Honeygram. I have Sydney Rose in the color Almond Icing. Okay, so this is pretty much what she's going to look like straight out of the box, right? You're going to have that center part in her. You're going to have bangs. Now, when wigs come with bangs, they're always going to be long, and they're going to poke you on the eye because you need to trim them to length. They intentionally leave the bangs long. So because everybody has a different length forehead. If you are not a bang girl and you're somebody who like exclusively wears your hair pinned back, my mother is an exclusive hair pinner backer. That is the real term for it. Look at these. Remember I told you that I needed little baby claw clips? I stole these from Juliana. She never used them. But if you're an exclusive hair pinner backer, you are still going to get to take advantage of that shag look, that just like tousled look. But look at that amazing hairline. It literally looks like it's growing straight out of my scalp. Let me come in closer. Don't look at my pimples. Look at it, girls. An amazing hairline. So if you are somebody who always wears your hair pinned back out of your face, you're still going to get that like kind of rocker tousled looking hairdo, and you're going to pin those bangs completely back out of the way. You can also style these like this. Well, it's not the look that I was going for. I was going to do curtain bangs next, but since she's kind of doing a diagonal over to the left, so like I said, you don't have to leave her parted in the center. If you want to do a little bit more of a left or a right part, even though she has a center part wig, girls, you can manipulate any heat-friendly wig to do anything. So look, you could do just a regular side part on it and then swoop your bangs up and out of the way, or swoop those down on your forehead. And then you can part her in the center and do curtain bangs with her as well. So you're going to get a lot of versatile looks with her, much like you're going to get with Covina, all out of one wig. I personally like her with the full bang, and then I also like her with the curtain bang. Sometimes, since I'm just new to getting into bangs, I like to do the curtain bang and then just kind of bring them into a peak here at the top. So it's like you almost have like a reverse widow's peak there in the center. It gives the illusion of wearing bangs without the feeling of having bangs poke you in your eyeballs, right? She's so cute. Is Sydney Rose similar to Delaney? I believe it is, but Sydney Rose is longer and she has shorter layers in her. She has kind of more of a true like shag haircut. All right, girls. So Sydney Rose is $449 before the coupon code. You're going to get almost $45 off of that price with code MAGGIELIVE, plus get 5% cash back. Plus, when you enter my coupon code at checkout tonight, you're going to get entered into the drawing to win $50 in-app credit, and we are going to pull that winner at the end of this video. Okay, I am going to look up and see if we have any other colors in stock, but you girls typically sell it out, so we will see. Denise, I just saw your other comment. LOL, me keep my mouth shut. You just have to talk like this. Just be like, huh, that's so funny. I love it. I absolutely love it. Sorry for all the questions, just trying to learn all the colors. Is this color on the warm side? I would say that this color is more neutral. She's not a cool ashy tone, but she's not golden. I think she's just kind of like a middle of the road blonde. She's not overly warm, but she's definitely not cool tone Stormy. Love my Sydney in that color. Wish I had a cool tone blonde. Yeah, she would be good. If you're wanting a cool tone blonde, I would do like almond icing or cocoa vanilla froth. Lori, I'll see if we have any darker colors in stock. Again, girls, I apologize for the glitching. Like I said, if the glitching is really irritating you, you can go and watch the live video over on Get It Girl on Facebook. I'll put it's Get It, Girl. I'll type that down in the comments here in just a second, because my video is playing over there and there's no glitching or issues over there on Facebook. You just have to jump onto the app if you're wanting to make a purchase. All right. Sydney Rose is sold out of literally every other color except for, hold on, let me make sure we've dropped her. Hold on. I gotta get to a different screen. You love your Sydney, oh, and Cocoa Vanilla Froth. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Okay. Let me look this up really quickly. Okay, she has straps. So, we do have her available in a dark color option. So we have Sydney Rose available in Honeygram, which is the color that I'm wearing right now. We also have 2 available in the color Chocolate Frosting. So my girls that were looking for the dark colored options, Chocolate Frosting is going to be your girl. I can link up all of our other color options if you want to add yourself to the wait list for those. But currently in stock, ready and raring to go, is going to be Honeygram and Chocolate Frosting for Sydney Rose. Sydney Rose is another one of those girls. I mean, you can clearly see by how many we have completely sold out and on the wait list that she is a wig that when she comes back in stock, like when she's restocked just like this wig was tonight, she does not last long. You girls sell them out literally quickly and every single time. So it's another one that I would recommend. Number 1, entering that coupon code on. Number 2, taking advantage of the payment options when you check out. New drop of Posh. No, I believe it's still on the wait list. I linked it up at the beginning of the video. Posh lip gloss is still sold out, unfortunately. That's always a bummer. But all right, girls. Next, we have a new Sarov tonight. Let's do Sarov next. And if you girls have any questions about Sydney Rose, let me know. But you girls are already adding Sydney Rose in the color Honeygram to your cart. So if you have been one of the ladies that have added her to your cart, make sure that you're checking out quickly. Items only sit in your carts for 15 minutes. If you do not pay within those 15 minutes, it's going to fall out of your cart and go to the next person that wants it, and you may completely miss out on it altogether. So make sure that you're adding it to your cart. If you're in the United States, you are going to get free shipping because your order will be over $100. And like I said, take advantage of those payment options. There's no interest fees, there's no credit checks, there's no fees associated with it. What the payment options do is it takes your total, they divide it into 4 installments. So you'll pay one payment today, which is a quarter of the price, and then every 2 weeks you make another payment until you've paid a total of 4 payments. It makes getting these wigs that are $400 and $500 so much more obtainable for the average girl like myself, you know? Hold on, my Velcro's stuck on the hairnet. I'm so over this finger brace. I tried to take it off the other day, even though that my doctor said 8 to 12 weeks, and that's also what you ladies told me for a broken finger. Yeah, it's not ready. It's not ready. I can leave it off for a little bit, like if I went to wash my face and like baby my finger. She's definitely not ready to fly the nest solo. Oh, no worries, Denise. No worries at all, ladies. Alrighty. Next. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do Sarav. And then we're going to round our try-on tonight out with Victoria, then Shelly, and then Covina. Sound good? Sounds good? Sounds good. Take a sip of water. I'm going to transfer my straw over since I can't tip my head back super well. Oh my gosh. I'm so parched. So parched, so dry. Feel like I've been riding through the desert on a horse with no name. All right, girls. We've been looking at a lot of Sarav wigs lately. Hydra and Cocoa again. So I don't actually have it, Laurie, in the color Cocoa to be able to show. Is it just that color you're wanting to see it in, or is there a specific question you have about Hydra? Let me know. And we can go over that. All right, there's only one of these left, girls. Y'all have already been shopping Sarav. So tonight we are dropping Sarav in the color Butter Pecan. We have dropped this wig in several different color options already. Of course, I will link up whatever color options we have dropped it in. But previously we dropped it in Mocha Latte, Vanilla Swirl, Hazelnut something, Cashew something, Apple Butter, Ice Chai, and Creme Brulee. I'll link those up for you girls in just a second. But obviously you haven't not been waiting for me because there's only one Sarav left in the color Butter Pecan, which is our newest color to drop you in this style, okay? Sarav is a full monofilament top, girl, so you're going to be able to part her wherever you want. You're going to have that lace front that extends. My dog's tearing up a paper plate in the hallway. Sorry about that. Lace front that extends down to the top of the ear tabs, your Velcro adjusters here in the back, and Sarav is heat friendly up to 350 degrees. I personally wouldn't go above 300, maybe 320 if she was super, super dry. You know what I mean? Just the structure mainly. Okay, let me set her back out so I don't forget. Okay. So, the color Butter Pecan, that is what we're looking at tonight. It's our newest color in the style Sarav. This is going to be excellent for my girls that do not like blonde wigs that are rooted, okay? So there is no defined root on this wig. However, you can tell by looking at her that although she is not rooted, because of the highlights and lowlights, you are still getting good dimension here at the root. So it's not going to look like back in the late 90s when we all just had blonde hairs completely to our scalp, okay? You're still going to get good dimension there that's going to give the look of a shadow without there actually being a shadow root. Let me loosen her up a little bit. Now Sarav is kind of just one of those slightly longer than bob lengths. She's like a lob length, a longer bob, but she is one that is kind of like Hydra, that is just like tousled. She's not necessarily curled. She is a loose wave, but it's done in like a very unstructured kind of way. I know some of you girls have sent me messages saying that you got Sarab and you absolutely loved her. She is not, she's not like, whoa, that's the lowest density wig that I ever put on. But she's one of those wigs that's kind of an optical illusion where you almost feel like it's more hair than it actually is just because she looks like more hair, okay? Now, I think it goes without saying, we all know that Maggie has to wear a rooted wig because my natural hairline comes very far forward. So right here, this is why I always wear a rooted wig when I'm wearing a blonde, because if I have a rooted wig on, my hair color is just going to blend into the wig and you're not going to see that. See how far forward my natural hairline is? So that's personally why I always wear rooted. However, we have several ladies, actually more than several ladies, who prefer to have a wig without rooting, and that's where the color Butter Pecan is really going to come into play. Now, she does come with a center part in her, but I kind of like to part her more towards the side so that it's kind of distributing the weight of that hair so that you got like a good bit of volume on one side, and then I can do a little tuck behind on the other side. Goodness gracious, that piece of hair that just doesn't want to go over is driving me crazy. There we go. So I like more of a left or a right part on this, where I'm going to tuck it behind on one side. Now keep in mind, I would wear a rooted wig so that my natural hair color is not showing out. And then I like having a little bit more weight on this side. I 100% would put some wig wax in her because I think that that would just give her like a little bit more definition because it is such a soft wave style. But truthfully, with her being that full monofilament top, she can be your style of wig that you literally just toss back and forth all day long, and she continues to get more and more volume up top. I have a couple wigs that I do that with. Corbin is one of the wigs that I just toss back and forth all day long so that it just continues to get more volume at the top, because a lot of times when you get a wig, depending on how long ago it was manufactured and how long she's been sitting in her hairnet, things can tend to be a little flat up here, and then you've got the volume down at the bottom. So when you have these full monofilament ones, or even if it's a like distinct left part or center part, when you first get her, just wear her around your house and toss her around and really wake up those fibers so it doesn't feel so plastered down to your head at the parts. She's a good one. I can see why we've dropped her in so many colors, because number one, she's a nice reasonable price on her. She's very easy to wear. I like that she kind of has that loose, just carefree tousled look, kind of like Hydra is, although Hydra's a little bit longer. And we've got her in a ton of color options. Again, you girls have already been shopping her, so there's only one of these left in stock. But I am going to link up all the other colors that we have dropped her in. I'm not sure if the other colors are still in stock or not. Time will tell. We'll look those up together. But you girls demanded when we initially dropped her that we got her in a ton of colors, and Joe definitely came through on that with the style Sarab. So she is available in the color Vanilla Swirl. We have two available in the color Vanilla Swirl, girls. That's what color my Alex is in. We have one available in the color Ice Chai. We have one available in the color Creme Brulee, one available in Cashew Blonde, and one available in the color Apple Butter, as well as one available in the color Butter Pecan, which is the color that I have on my head right now. It is the color that's on my head right now. Yeah, I like the tousled part. Literally like this. Even if I extend that like past that full monofilament top, all I would do, like she's past that monofilament like horseshoe lace pattern. This is what I would do, ladies, especially because she's heat friendly. Hit this with some heat right here to get that super exaggerated part, because I love a big swoop, or if you wanted to do her the other way, hit that new part that you're creating with heat and then kind of hold it right where you want it until it completely cools, and it's going to lock that like exaggerated part in place so that it doesn't move, and it just considers that it's new parts. I really like her, kind of the same as I'm wearing. Can we maybe get in oatmeal? So Denise, the oatmeal cookie is from a different manufacturer, so we would not be able to get it in that color. unfortunately. That's the only thing, that there needs to be like a wig manufacturer that works in conjunction with other wig manufacturers, and you can like pick and choose, you know, like whenever Chevy comes out with a car color, that Ford also has one in that color, but it's just called a different name. We need that ability with wigs, because it's hard when we are like when we have our absolute favorite color, but other manufacturers don't necessarily have like a dupe for it. Kind of like how I say that cocoa bean's my favorite color, but mocha, no, iced mocha is like very, very similar. Oatmeal cookie doesn't have anything like that. So we need somebody we need a wig manufacturer that will dupe other colors from other companies. What is the closest color? I would say maybe cashew blonde. Hold on. No, I would say probably vanilla swirl. Vanilla swirl or creme brulee. Cashew blonde, I think, would be too warm tone for you. I would go vanilla swirl. All right, Girly Pops, 3 wiggies left. Again, we are going to go Victoria, Shelly, and then Covina. I don't know why I pronounced Covina in 2 syllables like that, but I did. Sorry, had to wipe the nose again. So sorry. Now I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm just falling apart, girls. That's what happens when I have so many days off. All right. Here we go. I think this is a completely new wig. She is. We got a new girl in town tonight. And I think you're going to love her color and style. This is Victoria in the color Galaxy Blonde. And I'm not on the right screen to scan her in. Hold on. This is Victoria in the color Galaxy Blonde. We'll try that again. I'm out of practice, girls. What can I say? All right. Now, first things first. What I'm going to tell you. So this is a brand new girl. I did try her on earlier. And you know that I'm always transparent with you girls, like in what head sizes I think that they will fit. All of our wigs are average wig cap, right? We don't carry petite sizes. We don't carry any large wig caps. However, whenever I tried Victoria on, I do feel like she was a little bit more snug than how wigs typically fit me. Now, that's not to say that she's not still an average wig cap. She most definitely is. And it could just be a matter of like, my braids are extra thick today, or I crisscross them in a different place than I typically crisscross them. Or she might just be a wig cap that typically runs a little bit more snug. Before in the past, we had, I think it was the wig Chelsea, from the same manufacturer as all of my other wigs. And for some reason, I always swore that Chelsea fit me more snugly than my other wigs did, even though it was from the same manufacturer. So I just want to let you girls be made aware of that. Like I said, it's not a deterrent to be like, oh, you girls should not buy this wig. But it's just something that I personally felt whenever I put it on my head, that it felt like it fit a little bit more snug than what my average wig caps typically feel on me, okay? So if you're somebody like me who is like, I got a lot of hair I'm stuffing under there or whatnot, I just want you to know that she doesn't feel the same on me as like a Covina does or a Shelly or something like that. She just felt just a titch smaller in the wig cap, okay? Again, not a deterrent, just a disclosure from my personal feelings on it, all right? So, Victoria. Victoria was the name whenever my stepsister first had a baby. It was like the first grandchild, right? And my dad always knew that he was going to be a pappy. And my mom's like, well, I don't want to be a grandma. I want to be something like regal. And I was like, what about Victoria? Can be Pappy and Victoria. Which she did not go by. But you know what I mean. That's what I always think of when I hear the name Victoria. So Victoria has a full monofilament top, which we of course know is excellent because that means that you can part it anywhere that you want. she is lace front. That lace is a temple to temple lace front, okay? So you girls probably get sick and tired of hearing me say that the lace extends to the top of the ear tabs. There are some wigs that are still just temple to temple lace fronts. That is how wigs always used to come, and that extended lace front is something that's just come around in like the last 4 to 5 years. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. She has the adjusters in the back, which I have moved out all the way. And again, I still feel like she was fitting me pretty snug, even with those moved out all the way. And she is heat friendly, I believe up to 300 degrees, okay? She has this gorgeous color. So this color is called Galaxy Blonde. We had tried her on in another style, and now I can't for the life of me remember which wig that was. She's very similar to Cocoa Vanilla Froth. Okay, so you have that rooting. You still have, no, I'm going to say she's more similar to like almond icing, but with a little bit more lowlights in there. Okay, so maybe like Cocoa Vanilla Froth. My husband, do you want Domino's? No, I can't eat anything from Domino's. No, I'm still trying to work my way through 30 hard-boiled eggs from Easter. Oh, goodness. At least he thought of me, right? Okay, let's put her on. So she comes parted in the center, and you're going to see that she's just got that, like, uber layered look to her. You're going to get great pieces, like face-framing pieces that, like, swoop back, and she just lays so nicely. Right, I have some with shorter lace front. Still good. Yeah, temple to temple is how they all used to come. Like, that extended lace front was not a thing. And I want to say that I started noticing manufacturers bringing it in probably about, well, since I ripped out that earring, let me go ahead and take this earring out. But the extended lace fronts started becoming more popular with wig manufacturers, I would say probably about 4.5 years ago. So some people might be like, Maggie, every single wig's extended lace front or extends down to the top of the ear tabs. Why do you say that on every single wig that you show? And it's simply because, like, that's not how they always used to come. Now, that's not to say that it's like, oh, well, if we're selling a wig that's a temple to temple lace front, that's like old stock. It's not. Manufacturers still make temple to temple lace. That extended lace to the top of the ear tabs was like a feature that manufacturers started doing, right? Okay, girls, look how cute she's laying. This is very similar, I have to say, to Laurel and Daytona Beach, except you're getting her in a heat-friendly option. She gives the same vibe as those, but she obviously has way, way more layers in her. She reminds me of Laurie off of that 70s show. Maybe the original Laurie, I can't really remember. You've just got a nice medium length on her. Not too short, not too long, and she is very low density, like not hair heavy at all. As a matter of fact, if I pulled all that back in a ponytail, she is very low density. And girls, remember, when we say low density, we're not saying that it's like, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to see the wig cap through the hair. That's not it at all. It just means that there's not an overabundance of hair sewn on this cap that's not necessary at all. She is cute. Okay, so I am going to play around with her part a little bit. Of course, you know, girls, so whenever it's a brand new wig, like sometimes the part wants to cooperate, sometimes it doesn't. When you personally own the wig, you're just going to hit it with a little bit of heat to lock that new part in place. But let me get her situated and bend her ear tabs in. Here's a little FYI that, I mean, you don't know unless you know, right? So wigs that have the ear tabs, right? Those have little metal stays in them. And a lot of times people will just leave them how they are, completely straight. I always grab a hold of those to kind of like wiggle the wig back and forth to, number one, kind of attach it to my wig grip, and number two, make sure that I kind of have it balanced or even on my head. But I always take those wig tabs, those metal stays, and I always just curve those in, like bend them in slightly a little bit towards my head. Not necessary. I just felt compelled to tell you girls what I do with them. All right, I've moved the part over to the left. I think some of you ladies are going to love that center part on Victoria, but I think most of you ladies are going to dig more of a side part on her. Even with it being a full monofilament top and having no permatease, you are still getting good volume on top because it has those much shorter layer pieces. Girls, the layering in this, it literally reminds me of like Sydney Rose, but she's the business sister. You have Sydney Rose, the concert goer, and then you have Sydney Rose's sister Victoria, who wears like Hillary Clinton pantsuits and leads the board meetings. Because their layers are very similar. Like you could definitely do a shag look like this because of it has shag layers cut into it, but simply because it's done with more of a softer blowout look, she's just given that business lady look to her. They're definitely sisters, but like I said, Sydney Rose, she's going to concerts. Hillary Rodham Clinton over here is getting her newest pantsuit pressed at the dry cleaners, and she's leading the boardroom. She's so cute. She is very similar to Dakota. Laura, you love her? I mean, she's lightweight. The layers are perfect. Honestly, I would love to get my flat iron in her and put some of my own waves in her because I love wigs that have shorter layers. Number one, especially wigs that have those face framing pieces, because whenever I pull any portion of it up, those are kind of just going to fall down and tousle down, and I don't have to worry about trimming any of them. But those shorter layers just give me the volume where I like volume at on wigs. I like the volume at the top of my head, and then I like for it to lightly taper down on the ends and not be bushy on the ends. I like it to be bushy up here, not so much down here. And Victoria has the perfect, just the perfect layers cut in her. She does look similar to Leola. I think Leola just maybe has a little bit more of a defined curl. Or no, she's similar to Leola, but I feel like Leola has longer layers in her. I'm trying to picture Leola in my mind. Isn't she cute, girls? Now, like I said, I do feel like her wig cap is a little bit more snug than what our other wigs are. She is not a petite. She is still an average size. It could simply just be that today I did do my braids not as detailed as I typically do, so my braids could just be thicker today. I could have them crisscrossed at a different point today, but I would never be able to try to sell you girls something without telling you how I personally feel in it and wearing it. I like to give that disclosure. That being said, if you're somebody who's got a little nugget and you're like, my wigs all feel too big on me, Victoria could be the absolute perfect wig for you. She could be 100% perfect. I also just realized that I forgot to try Hydra on, so I'll throw that back on really quickly, okay? So with Victoria in the color Galaxy Blonde, again, she is a brand new wig. We are just dropping her for the first time. She is $589. You're going to save almost $60 off of her with code MAGGIELIVE, plus get 5% cash back to use on future purchases if you're shopping on the Velvet Noir app, okay? She is more, I thought she was maybe handled, but not. I'm not sure I understand, Denise. Oh, you're responding to, well, that's why. No, you were responding to me. Sorry, my comments come in sometimes out of order. Not sure what you mean, but let me know, okay? Let me throw Hydra back on really quickly. Again, Victoria, this is the only color that we have her available in since she is a new drop. If you girls want to see her in any other colors, if you want to see her in reds or browns or different blondes, put it down in the comments what you want to see her in so we can have Joe reach out to the manufacturer and see what all of our color options are. I'm going to stick Hydra back on my head for Laurie really quickly, and then we will get into our last two wigs, which are truthfully two of my favorite styles. And then we'll draw our app credit winner. All right, so here is Hydra in the color Pale Ash Blonde. So we had 2 or 3 left in the color Pale Ash Blonde. We also had one in the color Cocoa and Did I drop product? Oh, Lori, thank you for reminding me. This is how you remind me. All right, here we go. Hydra in the color Pale Ash Blonde. I'm going to put these wig products right in front of my face so I don't forget. So, Hydra is a regular synthetic wig. We're just going over this one really quickly, girls, because we already went over her. She has a center part. She has lace front. It extends to the top of the ear tabs, adjusters in the back, and again, regular synthetic, not heat friendly. Hydra is low density, but she looks like more hair than she actually is, and she's kind of just like a loose, tousled girl. This is the color Pale Ash Blonde, but we do also have one available in the color Ashy Almond, and we have one available in the color Cocoa, which is going to be our only dark color option that we have available in this one right now. So, she is just, again, a medium length wig. She does not really have a defined wave. She doesn't really have a defined curl. She is just what I consider tousled. She is a center part, but you can see that I kind of have mine a little bit left of center right now. I really like how she lays just slightly left of center. Good layering in her. You're getting the good face framing pieces. And girls, the price, chef's kiss, she's $245 before the coupon code. Okay, so number 142 is going to be Hydra in Pale Ash Blonde. Somebody had dumped one out of their cart, so we're back to having 4 in stock in that color. Then number 143 is going to be the one we have available in the color Ashy Almond. And number 144 is going to be the one we have available in the color Cocoa. Okay? Now I'm going to link up really quickly our wig products, and then we'll get to our last 2 wigs. So we have our shampoo and conditioner. We have our heat mode, heat protectant spray. Girls, I've been playing Maggie's Wig Beauty Shop this week. I've been using that on every single wig. We have our Revitalize spray that we dropped last week. This is going to be like a conditioning mist. I told you girls that they actually just revamped their packaging. I've been actually using this conditioning mist on my wigs for years and years and years. It is the same brand. It's from Henry Margaux. That's truthfully one of the oldest wig manufacturers. That is who also makes our heat protectant spray. So try yourself out the conditioning mist. Let's see if we have any wig wax. Wig wax you can add yourself to the wait list for. Here is our wig grips. Do you like the non-heat wigs better? Lori, I really don't have any preference outside of the fact that I like heat-friendly wigs because I like to change the styles on my wigs. But throughout the years, I have owned plenty of regular synthetic wigs. I don't really have a preference, especially if it's a style that I like. Like I told the girls, I was like, if I could afford it, I would have got both wigs this evening because I got Napa and I am in love with Hydra. So I don't really have a preference outside of the fact that I like to play beauty shop and change up the styles of my wigs, but there is not a darn thing that I would change on the wig Hydra, especially for the price. My hair's purple, but hey, maybe I want to have neutral hair one day. Stephanie, that's the most fun thing about wigs. Like, I can literally be a brunette, a blonde, and a redhead all in one day. And it doesn't damage my hair. You know? All right, girls. We have 2 wigs left. Which one are we doing last? Covina or Shelly? Let me know which one we're doing last. Covina or Shelly? I'm a sweat in here, and my nose. I think the heat is making my nose run. Wipe my nose for the 1000th time. We're gonna do Shelly last. Okay, let's do Covina. So, oh darn it, I forgot to put the tag in that wig. Hold please. So we're going to do Shelly last, and we're going to do Covina now. Now, Covina is another special order wig. So we had Charlotte that was a special order wig this evening, and we have Covina in the color Honey Blonde, which is going to be a special order wig. Covina we do offer in a lot of different colors. I'm not sure what all colors we have in stock, but girls, look at this color Honey Blonde. Like, she is just so perfect, especially if you're not somebody who's like, I want the lightest, ashiest, silvery, gray, pale blonde there is. And the thing that makes this honey blonde color so gorgeous is look at all the different colors that you have running through there. With the highlights and the lowlights and the way that this just has these nice tousled tendrils, shows off all of that dimension. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous color. So, Covina, you girls know you can do magical things with her, but let's check out the insides of her first. She has a full monofilament top, so you're going to part her anywhere that you want. She has lace front that extends to the top of the ear tabs, adjusters in the back so that you can customize the size, and she is heat friendly up to 320 degrees. Now, Covina and her shorter version, Huntington Beach, which Huntington Beach is exactly the same as everything that I'm showing you with this wig, but she is a shorter length, so I'll link that one up as well. They are two of our top sellers because you can wear the bangs any way that you want on this wig. Number one, I'm going to try to not zhuzh her up too much because she's not mine, okay? Number one. But number two, not everybody likes big hair. Just know that if you like big hair, Covina is going to be your gal because she gets big if you want her big. If you don't want her large and in charge, girls, she's very much like Granada if you're not zhuzhing her up, you know? Denise, no, this is not the same manufacturer as Oatmeal Cookie. This one is the same manufacturer that does Florence, Farrah, Naples, Corbin, Covina, Huntington Beach, Athens. This is the same manufacturer as that. Okay, so here we go. Yours is going to come with a left part in her, and she's going to have more of a forehead swooping bang, okay? Perfect. That's how most standard wigs comes. But girls, this wig is like absolutely magical whenever it comes to how you were styling her. So you can do the standard left part or right part, swoopy little bang, all right? You can do bangs pinned back. A lot of times you girls, I'm not going to be able to resist not zhuzhing this. I can't help myself, girls. You saw her tame down. Let me zhuzh her and put some volume in her because that's how I authentically would wear her. Now, if you girls see Shauna wearing Covina or Huntington Beach, 99% of the time you're going to see her wear it with the bangs pulled back. She does it with bobby pins and she like crisscrosses it in a way that's super cute and that I don't know how to do. I'm not talented enough to know how to do it. But you're going to see her wearing it something like this. So you can do the side swoop bangs or you can do them completely pulled back because she has that gorgeous, gorgeous lace front, just like we saw in all the wigs tonight, but especially Naples. Like that one completely blew my mind, how much it just looked like the hair growing out of my head, right? Now she is a full monofilament top. So again, she comes with the left part. You could also part her on the right, but a lot of people, like if you see Jill wearing Covina, you're most likely going to see her with it parted in the center and doing a curtain bang. So you can move that part to the center. You can take those face framing pieces, make more of a curtain bang out of her. Again, zhuzh it up, girls. Bring those curtain bangs in, swoop them around as much as possible. Again, love the volume in her. She is like, she's a Coachella girl, I guess. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, if you were born with a 6 head, like you exceed a 5 head, or you're like, I can't afford Botox, I've got to cover up those wrinkles, girls, you can do a full bang with her. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have to trim them to length. Remember, bangs are left long on wigs because everybody has a different length forehead, but you can do a full bang with her and then just point notch, cut up into those. Don't cut them straight across. And do a full bang with her. So Covina and her shorter version, Huntington Beach, has, since we dropped them, remained our top selling wigs because you have so much variety when it comes to styling them. Like even if you want to do a left part or a right part, but you're like, I like that swoop up and off my forehead, girls, hit that first 1.5 inches of hair with heat, hold it up like this until it cools. You're going to get that big, like, 1990s waterfall swoop. And truthfully, you could also do it on this side like this and make it like the true waterfall. There's just so many options. She looks good in a high ponytail. She looks good in a half up, half down. Again, I love the loose tousled look of her. There's some pieces that are more curled. There's some pieces that are more wavy. There's some pieces that are almost kind of straight with her. Just like a blend of styles that really give her that like loose boho casual look. Girls, I had to take the tape off my finger. Like, it's so hot in here. It was starting, like, that little bit of tape holding these fingers together made me feel like I was claustrophobic. It's been a long video tonight. I must be getting overstimulated. Good thing we only have one wig left. I know I've tried to do the Shauna pin thing and it never works. You're not that talented. Yeah, I can't get good grip with bobby pins. But that's why I always use little bands, or now I've recently stole these from Juliana, and this seems to work really well too. So, Covina in the color Honey Blonde. She is a special order. Let's see, she has an ETA of 630 as well, the same as Charlotte did. However, I'm going to link up any other Covinas that we have in stock. So we have one available in the color Toffee Bar. One available in Mocha Swirl. One available in Sugared Plum. We, of course, have the special order for Honey Blonde. We have one available in Mahogany Leather. One in Cinnamon Cake. One in Caramel Silk, which is truthfully one of my favorite colors. Wonder why we've never dropped Covina in Strawberry Caramel. I bet you that would be stunning. We have two available in Vintage Steel, girls. I absolutely love Covina in Vintage Steel. All right, I'm also going to link up Huntington Beach, which, again, is exactly the same as Covina, except she's a shorter length. She's like to here. You're going to get the same wave, same curl pattern, same magical things you can do with the bangs, just a shorter length. In Huntington Beach, we have one available in Toffee Bar. We have two available in Honey Blonde, which, of course, is the color that I'm wearing right now. We have one available in Honey Blonde V2. So Honey Blonde V2, the base is going to be exactly the same, but you're going to have more of a blonde money piece section in the front. It's so pretty. We have two Huntington Beach in the color Strawberry Caramel, which is the color that we saw Napa in tonight. We also have Huntington Beach in Mocha Swirl, Chocolate Milk, and the one that we dropped last week that I got, Huntington Beach in the color White Sand Blonde. So all of those options are linked up there for you, girls. The Covinas are $420 before the coupon code. You'll get $42 off of her with code MAGGIELIVE plus 5% cash back as long as you place your order while I'm on this live video and check out with coupon code MAGGIELIVE. And then the Huntington Beach, the one that is like this length, exactly the same but this length. She is $395, so you're going to get almost $40 off of that one. Plus 5% cash back if you're placing your order during this live video on the app, okay? And like I said, for probably, when did we drop BMB wigs? Like almost 2 years ago. Since we dropped BMB wigs, I would say that Covina and Huntington Beach have literally been one of our top selling styles. And then again, with any wig that's tousled that you kind of like to zhuzh and then want to tone her down, mist her with some water, use a wide tooth comb or just your fingers and tousle through her and it will redefine those curls on her. You have two Huntington Beach and you love them? Same. Same, same, same. All right, girly pops, last wig, and then we're going to draw our $50 app credit winner. I'm also going to tell you girls right now that if there's anything that you need me to link up that you're wanting to grab, let me know what it is so I can get it put under the shop button for you so that you get the 5% cash back, okay? So now's the time that we're taking the special request to link those items up for you. That way you got plenty of time to check out so that we can get you entered into the drawing for that $50 in-app credit. The last wig, girls, y'all are gonna love it. I almost got her, but I already have, there's a hair in my eye. But I already have two Shelleys, and I did not have a Naples yet. Or else I would have got this Shelley. I own Shelley in Mocha Latte, which you girls have been seeing me wear her in a ponytail lately. I also own Shelly in Vanilla Swirl, and tonight we are dropping her. Tomorrow I'm in the evening, Linda. All right, and then tonight we are dropping her in the color Iced Chai. Now, Iced Chai reminds me of Caramel Silk. Does she not look like Caramel Silk, except maybe a hair darker? And you know, whenever I say hair or a titch, it's like maybe just a hair darker. She reminds me of Caramel Silk so much. I absolutely love the Shellys that I have. They're gorgeous down, but girls, they make like the cutest high ponytails or half up, half downs. So with Shelly, number one, stellar price on her. She's $390 before the coupon code. You are going to get that full monofilament top, so you can part it anywhere that you want. She has lace front that extends down to the top of the ear tabs. Your adjusters in the back so you can customize the size, and she is heat friendly. And like I said, I know Iced Chai is kind of a new color to us ladies, but she is almost a dead ringer for Caramel Silk. I just feel like Caramel Silk has a little bit more, just slightly, a little bit more highlights in her. Where's my brush? Hallelujah. Where's the Tylenol? She is gorgeous. I don't foresee this one lasting long before she sells out. Now, number one, Shelly, I like her because she is what I would consider a medium to long length. This is honestly, hold on, let me see how long she is in the back, because I think this is the length of my real hair. Yep, this is like dang near identical to the length of my real hair. Actually, my real hair might be a little bit longer down to here. Girls, she's so simple, she's so basic, and that's what makes me love it so much. So, I've got a left part in her right now. That's how you're going to get it from the manufacturer, but you're going to be able to part her anywhere that you want. She's extremely low density. She has long layers in her. The lace front, which I'll show you here in a second, is absolutely spectacular. Shelly is going to be excellent for my ladies that love a heat-friendly wig, but are not super skilled at curling wigs, putting curls in them. Because with this one, you're going to hit her with a flat iron whenever she starts feeling crispy, and it's going to be easy. Bada bing, bada boom. You've got her touched up with heat. She's ready to be worn out the door again, right? Not everybody wants a curly wig because they might not be able to maintain those curls. You are going to fall in love with Shelly, okay? Like I said, my one I've been wearing lately, you girls have been seeing me wear Mocha Latte with it pulled up in a ponytail. Shelly literally has an excellent hairline. Like, look at that lace front. So pretty, so gorgeous. Again, I cannot explain to you ladies how low density she is. And she's, you know why I've been wearing my Shellys a lot lately? Because whenever I've got busy days or like stressful days work-wise, I just want easy hair, and Shelly provides easy hair, but she's so beautiful in like the most basic, casual kind of way. She's obviously long enough to do the high ponytail and a low ponytail, a claw clip, a half up, half down, a pin back your bangs, and do the hokey pokey or the limbo, any of those things. Just, I can't get enough of her. And I truthfully would have got her tonight, but I'm like, Maggie, do you really need 3 Shellys? Get something different. So I got Naples, but I mean, look, I would pull like some little pieces down right here, do a little half up, half down, and I would do like one of my little rubber elastics so that it would be extra tight, and I would get that volume. Like, that hairstyle is so simple, but it is so cute, and 99% of the time, that's all I want with my hairstyle. I want something cute, but I want simplicity with it as well. The price on Shelly, like I said, is absolutely fantastic. She's $390. You're going to get almost $39 off of her with code MAGGIELIVE, plus 5% cash back. And I believe that we still have her available in... no, you girls sold her out. There was one available in Vanilla Swirl earlier. She's gone. She's gone, girls. What do I say? Yeah, you've sold her out of everything. So Shelly's a popular girl. So I really don't think these ones that we have available now in Iced Chai are going to stick around too long, because every other color that we have dropped her in, completely sold out. Waitlisted. Every single one of them. You put out your Samara and Napa. That's your go-to style. You have like 4 Somersets. Yeah, this is very similar to Somerset. And I think it's so cute with the half up, half down. Or let me see. Now, my Shelly that's put up in a ponytail girls, no judgment. She's rougher than a corn cob. She's definitely needing some heat added to her. I've worn her during try-ons. I may have got my hair caught in a hanger whenever I was helping Juliana clean her closet and pulled a little loop out back there. I'll show you girls what she looks like in a ponytail. Just don't judge me for the messiness, which I know you girls never would because you're used to me being messy. This is Shelly and Mocha Latte. So just so you can kind of see what she looks like up in a ponytail. Although this ponytail is definitely ready to be taken down and brushed out and some heat put on her. So she looks so cute when you do a high pony. Aw, awesome, Telly. I can't wait for you to get it too. So currently only available in the color Ice Chai. Snag them up before they're gone, girls. And I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know how you girls decide which wig to treat yourself to tonight because we've had so many good ones. It's hard to choose. That's what I told you. I ended up getting Naples and Strawberry Cream, but I just as easily could have got Hydra. I could have got Shelly. I could have got Charlotte. Oh my gosh, she's a good one. Sydney Rose. We dropped so many good wigs this evening. It's like you almost have to toss a coin. Toss a coin because it's too hard to pick on our own. You know? Ooh, girls, this was a 3-hour-long live video, and really, it was longer than that because we restarted this 3 times, so we didn't even get started until like 7:20. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm hot. But girls, we still have one last important thing to do. We have to figure out who our $50 app credit winner is this evening. So, in order to get entered into that drawing, all you had to do was place an order during my live video tonight and check out with coupon code MAGGIELIVE. Using that coupon code not only gave you the discount and the cash back, but it gets you entered into the drawing. And we're going to get ready to draw our winner. Does anybody need more time to check out? Are there ladies that have items in your cart that need time to check out? Because if there are, we'll wait a couple of minutes and then we will draw our winner. So if you need more time, just put a comment being like, I need more time, okay? If not, we will find out who our winner chicken dinner is. Me too, Laurie. I'll be live tomorrow and Tuesday. And then I think I'll be back on Sunday again. I think. Woohoo, Telly. Yeah, Denise is right. Good luck, ladies. Good luck, because somebody's getting 50 buckaroos. I really want Hydra, but I don't need her. You have way too many. I mean, after you hit the too many mark, is there really any point in counting at that point? You know? That's kind of how I am. I never, like, after I reached a certain point, I don't even count mine anymore because there's no need to. You know you have a lot. But that doesn't stop me from getting new ones. You know? Hydra would look good on Patty. All right, girls. I don't see anybody else saying that they need more time to check out, so let me go ahead and refresh these orders. We are going to get in here, and a winner is going to be randomly selected, okay? So, what is today? Sunday, April 12th. Again, tomorrow's Juliana's 14th birthday. Absolutely insane. Can't believe it. April 12th is Amy Jack. Amy Jack, thank you so much for hanging out with us at Velvet Noir Boutique. Thank you for using coupon code MAGGIELIVE when you check out. And you're getting yourself $50 in app credit. So I will get your information sent over to Velvet Noir tomorrow. Give them a couple of days to get things processed on your end. Just keep an eye on the back end of your account for that $50 to pop up in there. And the next time we hang out together on a live video, you can go shopping again and you got a $50 credit towards your order. Your oldest granddaughter turns 14 June 2nd. I know, I'm just like, she's my youngest one. I can't believe it. But all right, girls, it has been real. It has been fun, and it has been real fun. We have spent 5 days apart, And we had some glitching tonight, but hopefully those kinks will work themselves out before we are live again tomorrow evening. So I will be live on the VMB app tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would greatly appreciate it if you all come back and join me tomorrow evening. Once this live video is over, you girls can still continue to shop. Always use coupon code Maggie if I'm not on a live video. That is still going to save you 10% off. We don't ever want you placing an order without using a coupon code. So coupon code Maggie, M-A-G-G-I-E, if I'm not live, is still going to save you that 10%. I know, it was long days, and then we did a long video. I'm spent. I'm probably going to have a sore throat after this because I'm out of practice. But I love you girls so much. I'll see you 7 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. All right? Drink your water, wash your face, brush your teeth, say your prayers. Come back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for close. Alrighty? I love you girls. Bye.